Greetings, hi, TheWarOwl greets you, and I'm going to be showing you here another 5 versus 5 Counter-Strike Global Offensive match. This one going to be coming you from the ESL Pro League. This is the Grand Finals, and if you told me that I would see a Titan versus Navi Grand Final, I would have slapped you across the face and said, shut your mouth, because that makes no sense, but here it is. We are watching it right now. Now, this is post-nerf, so one of the reasons I really wanted to cast this game and watch this game with you fine folks there is because of the difference in opping styles between Kenny S over here and Guardian. You would think that a player like Guardian would, with his aggressive peak opping style, would be hurt by this update quite a bit, whereas a player like Guardian would probably not really be affected too terribly much at all. Like, obviously it would affect him. You'd have to relearn how to use the AWP, but it wouldn't hurt him. All right, look at this. T's have actually able to sort of squeeze their way into bomb site A here very slowly. CT's moving in for the rotate, but it is a fake out here from Navi. So smart, bringing that bomb all the way around over here to B. And look at this Edward actually from behind. The lurk. People always say Edward, the greatest entry fragger of Navi and all this stuff, but this guy is a lurk to his core. CT's now coming back to retake at a bomb plant by Navi. Will give them some money to work with on the next round and the third round. We've seen a lot of second round buys after a bomb plant loss from T's. Let's see if Navi repeats it here. Edward, what a position. This is sneaky beaky. Let's see if they check their angles here as they move in. And they do not. There's our Tech 9 first round. Just Edward left 1 versus 5. He's got to ace it for the win. He's watching the bomb right now. Gets it taken down. Now puts it up to RPK 1 versus 1. Edward going for his ace. And he's going to wait and allow that bomb to go off. He's not going to... And he takes it, Edward. An ace on the pistol round to start off this match. This is going to be a best of 3 series here. Absolutely love that play by Edward. And I'll be showing all 3 of these matches inside of this one video for you fine folks with little commercial breaks in between. All right, and here we go. And after a brilliant win there, they're going to be buying up fully, using all their money. Kenny S watching mid with the Scout, no armor. They're going to be doing a second round buy. 2 players, Scout, no armor. 1 player is Existence going to be purchasing a Deagle instead of armor. That's a little bit interesting there. Could have gone armor P250. Instead it gets Deagle double flash. Edward holding down middle right now. Coming off of an expert ace. And I like this setup by Navi. It's very safe. They're just feeling around. They're trying to figure out what's going on. Now they've rotated the bomb over to go A side. We see that on Guardian now moving in. He's going to drop it. So they're going for picks first even before. They're going to make sure they can take this site. All right, 2 players at Toxic. They did see that. A nice push-up by Apex, picking up that Galil. Let's see what else he's able to do with it. Flash going down there. Now we know why he bought those flashes. Existence throwing them both over, getting Flamey, and Flamey does go down. And now we see Edward moving in through the connector. This could be a second round win here. No CTs have fallen. This is really rough right now. Oh my goodness, and now it's all on to Seized. 1 versus 5 with not very much damage at all done to those CTs. Apex sitting at a 3 frag. That is devastating right now to Navi, coming off of that great first round win. All right, 18 seconds left. It's not enough time, and he'll get taken down immediately by Maniac. Now, Maniac's a player on Titan who we see a lot. Usually doesn't play very well. And when he doesn't play well, Titan tends to not play very well as a team. However, when Maniac's on fire, when Maniac all of a sudden gets that momentum, very momentum-based player, when he starts going, Titan actually seems to do very well. So I know people point like Kenny S is the carry player on Titan, but I feel a lot of it has to do with how Maniac's performance is. Second round Tech 9 armor buy still happening. Turns out that nerf is not too successful on that. We've seen a lot of this. No CZs here for Navi. And looking like they're going to flash in to bomb site B. Here's Maniac. Actually pushed up close. Up on top here. I guess he can fall down if craziness starts to happen. But a lot of times players will just sit down right here and just jump up and try to get intel then pushing in so that you can coordinate with the short player and call a CT rotate if you think the T's are going to start pushing in. RPK is actually in a great position to listen. So he'll hear when this starts to happen, and he'll be able to tell Maniac to move out. So let's watch RPK listen. They're still walking, though. Haven't made noise. Now they're starting to run. Maniac should know about it. Let's see if he peeks it. Oh, he's just waiting. Kenny S, I think it was a jump scout by him. Close position. Now it's just Kenny S left in the site. Has to take time to pull out that CZ. That is, of course, the next. Edward kills Seized for some reason. I guess shooting through that smoke. Don't worry, though. Existence comes in from behind and saves poor Kenny S there. Now, it's interesting to note that Kenny S would have that CZ equipped here on CT side because he's an opper. And that means you want to have a nice pistol as the secondary to the op. CZ is not a good secondary to the op because it takes like a long time to pull that thing out. All right, Na'Vi forced to save right now. Titan winning 2 rounds in a row. So the eco game has been decided. The early game is done. And next round we should get a bye from Na'Vi. Going into a 3-1 lead here for Titan. T's gonna just push into the bomb site. This is a good opportunity for Mr. Apex there, mowing them down. Finishing the last one off. Now it's just Seized once again, and he's just gonna chill there for a few seconds before falling to his death and twitching. And here it is. Should get the bye versus bye. I don't think that Na'Vi can afford an op unless they go glass cannon on Guardian. Nope, not gonna happen. Full AK-47s, no ops, just yet. And we actually have 0 kills on Flamey, Guardian, and Zeus so far. But it's early. Ooh, what's this? Apex is gonna do his trademark charge up middle. No, it's not. Kenny S actually just watching middle of the op gets the pick off of Zeus. Where is the Apex going? Existence gonna be picking mid right here. Going through the underpass, waiting for those players to push, but it is gonna be an A push right now. CT's a little bit out of position to deal with this one player inside of the site. Nobody at ladder. Guardian gonna check it though. Now they know where RPK is. Flamey picks him as they enter into the site. What? Guardian takes out Existence. Where was he? All right, 3 versus 3 now. CT's just sort of inching their way into the site, taking their time. That's a very Na'Vi thing to do. Seized. Aggresses is going to get the trade, though, so that's good for the T's. Now this isn't good for the T's. Puts it into a 1 versus 2. Edward has to dig deep here and use his beard power, but it's not going to happen. Kenny S holding the angle with the op, getting him through the side of that pallet. 4-1 now for Titan. Leading, takes the a real big advantage here, because now Na'Vi's probably going to have to save again. They could buy. They could do a crazy buy here, but I don't think they are. Na'Vi, if you think of like a cautious team, Na'Vi is probably the most cautious team I've ever seen. All right, there we go. We got a nice little Tech 9 there. And they're just going to be charging into bomb site B. This is the very games rush that, you know, Existence came up with this. So, oh no, they're doing something else. They're going underpass right now. Is there a player watching this? That's going to be a no. Didn't send Apex down there this time because they know it is going to be an eco. This is the best spot right here on Existence to watch underpass. They could fall back and still do the very games push into bomb site B. Ooh, that nade took those players down very low. There's the mow down. Kenny S in position to end it here. Just Guardian left, and there it is. Titan now leads 5-1. Very far ahead. Kenny S trying out his jumping skills there, his bunny hopping. Not gonna happen. Guardian's got an op, guys. Don't worry. They've got enough money right now. Yeah, Na'Vi, you know, you look at this team and it's like, well, Guardian carries them with his great opping abilities. But we have the newcomer Flamey right here. We'll see how he does. Flamey is a really good player. I like how they're using the Guardian pin. There's the standard smoke inside of the window. It's not the best one, but it works. And there's that smoke up front as well. I think I showed that in a video, how to do both of those smokes in a Mirage mid-smoking video. Nice pickup by Guardian. We still have Apex. Oh, he's now doing this thing. It's at the underpass. They know about it, though. Zeus has position. They should be able to trade on him pretty easily. No, Zeus. Zeus, why, buddy? He goes down. Flamey now creeping into bomb site. Hey, he knows RPK should be there. RPK's been there now for a number of rounds in a row. Bomb went down. Maniac pushed forward, took out Guardian, who was opping at mid. Now has position on that bomb, but I want to see what happens here with the standoff between Flamey and RPK. Existence picks off Edward as well. It's looking very bleak. Now it's just Flamey left. The rest of his comrades have fallen. Ooh, there's it is. Flamey finally getting RPK, picking him off at Apex. Knows exactly what's going on, waiting for him. That's a 3 frag for Apex. Now, Apex is a very aggressive player. Kenny S as well on the CT side. What we should expect to see is a lot of pushes by Kenny S and Apex, especially on Mirage in particular. Like, something that I like to call the Apex push is jumping out here and charging up middle to hold this position right here. We haven't seen him do it yet. I think, yeah, he's going to be playing over here. I guess Kenny S opping mid is good enough to deal with that. We've got another buy by the T's, though. Guardian has the op. Watching mid, and we're now seeing the Guardian versus Kenny S op battle that we've all wanted to see. Two of the best oppers in the game. Flamey continuing to play. I like this setup by Navi. Split up across the map. They move very slowly. They try to get these picks. They've already taken mid control right now. They have one player sort of creep into bomb site A. They can get a lot of lurk kills by doing this. And it keeps Titan on their toes. They got to keep rotating. They got to keep repositioning themselves. And as we see right now, we're really far into this 1 minute mark right now. And look at this. A clear line of separation cut right in between with players all over the entire map. Using the entire map. Here's C's now getting ready to enter into bomb site B. 2 players hiding right there. Now he's just going to chill. And again, wait for those players to try to rotate back so they can get a pick. And they've just gotten a pick, so that's the opening that they need. Oh, Zeus goes down, overextends himself a little bit there after getting that pick. And Flamey taking on Kenny S. Kenny S trying to do a jump onto the box op shot or something like that. All right, they don't even smoke into the site. Here comes Existence to prevent the bomb plant. Guardian with a flick shot takes him down, though. There's the bomb plant right now. Flamey and Guardian, 2 versus 2. All right. Gonna Molotov the top of the stairs. That's a smart move because that's exactly where Maniac is. Picks him off. Now it's just RPK left. 1 versus 2. Gets Guardian low, but it's gonna be a tough play here. 16 health left and gets immediately taken down by Flamey, who ends that thing with a 3 frag. Navi finally winning a point. They had lost. We checked this out here. 5 rounds in a row. No, that is 6 rounds in a row to all of their players getting mowed down. And finally able to take 1 point. Make sure that is gone right there. All right, Guardian gonna be opping. Ugh, nobody gonna be crossing here. Not gonna be able to get the pick. Edward smoking off mid. Now, it's interesting he threw that smoke from up here because you can throw it from CT spawn and it would land in the exact same position. Now, I think he left a little bit of a crack in it, but we have nobody watching mid. Oh, there. Okay, never mind. Mid smoke did go down. A player at short. Let me actually check that real quick before it clears. No, it was good. We see Titan playing very passive on the CT side right now. Not doing their trademark peeks. Existence is going to be opping, so they're doing a double op strategy on Mirage right now. That's interesting. I haven't seen that from Titan. Kenny S gets the pick on Flamey. Bomb is now down. C's just got to rotate back and get it. They've gotten Zeus into the window. This is nice. Guardian picking up a pick over at B. He could really creep around here. They're bringing that bomb back around to move into bomb site B. We see them already pushed up on short. And another pick there. Edward taking RPK out. Apex in the back of the site waiting for these players to push in. They don't expect another player here. There he goes. Picking off 2 players before going down. Gonna even it up. Put into a 1 versus 1 here between Seized and Kenny S. Seized has consistently been the last player alive right now. He's gonna have to take out someone who is considered, probably not at this point, but considered the best player in the game. So that's rough to be putting a 1 versus 1 against him. Kenny S feeling comfortable enough with his op. Not grabbing a rifle right now as he moves in to try to end this. Seized! Oh, almost peeked there. Oh, Kenny S. A little bit awkward there, and Seized is able to kill him. Grab that op. We'll be throwing that thing over to Guardian. There he is. Try to find him inside of the spawn. Guardian will get that op. All right, and Titan looking like they're going to be buying once again here. This is rough. They just lost 2 rounds in a row. The right move right now is to save, but Existence has called a full buy. Armor pistol, lots of nades and flashes. Let's see if they can make this work. This is a really risky move here. Kenny S watching mid with his CZ. I think it's safe to say at this point that Kenny S is JW. They're the same person. All right, Edward creeping up middle. Dude, just almost saw the head. There it is. He sees him. Edward, come on, buddy. Pay attention. You can't blame 4-3 for that one. Flash going over the top. We actually have a player pushed into, that's probably Apex. Yes, it is. Pushed into the palace there. I wanted to call it apartments because that's what we always called it back in the day. Oh, that's right, Seized. You aim lock onto Kenny S there. No, I'm just kidding. That is what we call a coincidence. All right. T's have mid control, but they've lost 3 players, so it's not really going to help them here. Still going for picks. 40 seconds left. Waiting for CTs to make a mistake. Now we see they're just trying to get Titan to rotate into a position where they can get a pick. And it's a smart play. It's the Navi style of play. And it kind of works against a team like Titan. It wouldn't work against a team like Ninjas in Pajamas. Just because Ninjas in Pajamas plays very stoically. They don't really push out anywhere. They don't over-rotate. They don't reposition themselves. But a team like Titan is going to be moving all around the map on CT side. So I really like this from Navi. Even though it's not working and Titan is destroying them, I like the thought. It's not the thought that counts, though. It's the points. And right now, Titan is at 7-3 against Navi, destroying them. Kenny S again at the mid-pick. Where is that player? Navi going to be buying up. They don't have the money for it, but we're seeing these aggressive buys pay off. It worked for Titan on the last round. They're not peeking just yet. There's Guardian. He wants to peek. Goes down. Looking like they're going to push into bomb site B. We see a rotate by CTs moving over there. This is going to be a real hard sell here. Maniac sees what's going on and drops down. That is a terrible, terrible, terrible smoke from Kenny S. T's going to be pushing into the side right now. This is going to be a rough one. RPK watching the position. And, oh, they get 2 picks into the side. Zeus coming in from short right now. Needed that player from the other position. Puts it into a 2 versus 2 existence, trying to prevent the player from getting into the site. Now falls back a little bit. Zeus 1 versus 2 right now. Trying to op. He's glass cannon. He's got no armor. If he gets hit once, aim punch will not let him get a kill. So he has to get the first shot in, and he has to hit him perfectly. Throwing the fake plants down and gets Apex as he tries to jump through the window. What a nice play. Now puts it into a 1 versus 1, 22 seconds left. Gonna plant safe, gonna force existence to jump through, but the aim punch got the better of him. Probably should have stayed with the op there. Could have done kind of the exact same shot and ended that, but instead pulled out the Tech 9. Maybe didn't have ammo in it or something. I did not see that, did not catch that. All right, 8-3 right now for Titan. Navi's thinking about what to do. Planning it. You can see they have no plan right now for this round, for this eco. And when you get into a position like this, it's rough. You don't really know what to do. It's not like you really have a chance. You got to think creatively and come up with a way to do some damage. To do some economic damage. Grab some weapons, maybe save them, get a few kills, have some fun. Are they going underpass right now? Kenny S is getting bored at middle right now. He's like, come on, come at me, bro. Swiping that op all over the place. He's got 2 players real low. Are they going to boost one up? Oh, this could be deadly. If they can get Edward up here, oh, it's going to be seized. Close range. Let's see if we can get a no-scope. Oh, and they put the player at long to trick him. That is so smart. I love that. T's now pushing forward at middle. Coming in from all sides. Even though it was real creative and fun, I don't think it's going to work. There we go. Apex picking up Edward. Flamey going down. Guardian at middle. Trying to pick Maniac at long range. Player moving through the underpass right now. And there it is. That was really smart. I love that. So they put the 2 players through underpass right here in a position where the player at middle, the opper who's watching this position, can't see him as he's jumping up and checking down there. Then they move a player out at middle to sort of as bait to say like the opper, like, okay, I'm going to go for that shot. And as soon as he goes for that shot, they boost the terrorist up here inside of the window. That was really smart. Oh, Kenny, yes. Just walking up middle like it's nothing. Moves over to the connector right now. Oh, they push through the palace. When you push through palace like this and you take this forward position, you're usually just going to say like, all right, they're not going A. We need to start rotating over B side. But now we see the smokes and flashes coming over to the site. T's going to be trying to mount an A take. They're missing one on the ladder, though. And this one, the player could jump up on the box. These are actually not very good smokes at all. And another smoke will go down and prevent this push from ever happening. Who's lurking? That is going to be Edward. I told you guys, he is, you know what? He's not an entry fragger. He is a lurk at heart. This is Edward. Player who on Navi loves to take a lot of time to get a great position behind his enemy. And also likes shoving his face in corners. Now he's lining up a smoke right now. T's going to push into bomb site A. Edward is the distraction. Oh, look at this forward position by Apex. He's just going to try to tap him in the face as they run by here. This is crazy. 2 players at CT right now. He pushes forward. He made some noise. He made a footstep. Oh, and they're going to be watching it. See, again, Na'Vi just outweights him there. 30 seconds left. Apex trying to peek out there to see, like, are they here? Are they going to push A? They got to push somewhere. Not going to happen, though. If they just had one smoke, this would be over. And it's going to be over anyway. 5 versus 3 right now, and they have the site creeping all over the place. It's just Kenny S here. And a brilliant shot to take out Guardian. Another shot to take out Flamey. Waiting for his teammates to rotate. Here's RPK. Gets up to the corner and is just like, nope, 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 nope. Not going to peek that. Seized can pick up the kill here, and he does. Now RPK trying to hide inside of the shop here. Doesn't look. Yeah, he's gonna say we did. Is C's gonna push him? C's checking out the CT spawn. RPK hears him. Going to CT spawn. Meanwhile, Maniac picks up a kill over at middle. And yes, they will be able to save these 2 players. Na'Vi finally gets around here on T side Mirage with an A take. Very abnormal A take. Very late game, waiting for that 30-second mark. Na'Vi's starting to fall back into their old habits. Now, that all came down to Apex pushing there at A. He waited for so long. Pushing in gives Titan the intel of, okay, are they going to go A? Are they going to go B? Can we rotate? I think the idea was to rule out bomb site A because of the previous tells. Oh, man. There it is going to happen there. Apex's aggressive push this time going to pay off. Gives himself a 2-for-1 sale, putting Na'Vi down to 3 players. Now, Titan going to have to reshuffle themselves a little bit here. Across the board. Na'Vi going to look for the sweet spot. I think, again, they're just going for picks. Guardian is dead, though, so it's going to be tough. Seized. Going to wait for that player. Oh, he could get the jump now. He can't get that shot because of the hitbox error. Oh, he's going to try to entry into B. Where's the spray down? We need to, like, sprays in that smoke right now. Let's see if that Molotov affects Maniac. It is not. That was meant to go where it was. Maniac just standing on top of the van, waiting for him to push out. And they are going to push out. Picks off Flamey. C's still up inside of the thing. Another pick by Maniac. Nice job. And it's just C's left, and Maniac picks up the final player as the smoke was clearing, giving himself a 3 frag, killing all the final players. All right, this is it. The last round of the half. Titan at 10, Na'Vi at 4. Na'Vi really needs to catch up right now. You need to be shooting for about 6, 7, 8 points on T-side Mirage. Let's see what Apex does this time. I just like, the early game for Titan is real fun. It's like, let's see what they're gonna do. Like, look what Kenny S just did. What is that? He went to short for some reason. I guess it's because RPK heard these players. Now, that is an interesting rotate. To jump over middle and get to short from there, doing some expert parkour style stuff. When you hear, when RPK gets a little bit of intel on the players inside of the tunnels. However, it's a little too early to jump the gun right now because Na'Vi, again, the team is going to take their time and creep around. Edward trying to sneak up from behind Kenny S right now. Good timing on that nade. A little bit off. Thinks sir. Has no idea where a player could be right now. T's going to do a split A. Yep, and it is now time to push into the site. Here they come. We got 3 players at CT spawn. Flamey just going to try to spray him down. Sees picks up another kill with that Tech 9, and now we got an attempt at a retake. Maniac does not check his corners, and immediately the CTs go down. Na'Vi takes 5 points right now. Titan going to end this half ahead, and we shall resume when the players are ready to start the second half of the first game of this best-of-3 series. Looks like they're going to jump right into it here and continue. Pistol round, that all-important round. Titan going to buy up all armor and 1 player. Whoa. Okay. Kenny S taking a little bit of team damage there. Internal strife. All right, here's the smoke. This smoke has to be a hero right now because it's the only smoke they have. Let's see where they throw it. The hero smoke is going to land in the middle of the site. Cut it in half. I like that smoke. I used to call that a Na'Vi smoke, but they didn't use it once. Now we have Titan using it against them. And T's got the site. It worked. The hero smoke allowed them to push out. Actually, it didn't really help too terribly much. It did prevent the CT player, who they finally mowed down, and look at that. Pistol win from Titan, but keep in mind, Na'Vi won the pistol round over on the T side. With an ace. We can't let go of that. I mean, Edward, come on, buddy. All right, and look at the new meta rearing its ugly head here as we see a whole bunch of MAC-10s and an MP7, which is OP in its own right. Here we go. Run and gun, baby. Edward gonna be waiting for it. We have a buy up from Navi. I just, second round buys, I love them. We don't have players, nobody saves anymore on second round. Here they go. The nade stack. Edward takes a little bit of damage and falls back. He didn't have armor, so I'm surprised he survived that. That was a little bit odd, to be honest. There it is. Let's get some spray downs here. Let's get some run and gun from Kenny S. Nope, gonna fall back into the site. They do have position instead of the site. CT's trying to rotate back into it. Oh, they're going down. They're falling like flies. Just RPK left here. Using the MAC-10. Now it's just Maniac, 1 versus 2. Both of these players have armor. They haven't been able to pick up the weapons yet, though. Trying to pistol him down. Well, we didn't see Navi using SMGs anyway, so apparently they don't like them. And yeah, they take it. Let's see what weapons they prioritize. We know the player had an AK, so we're gonna go grab that. Probably a scout, yes. They don't want SMGs. Even though Titan, come on, bye. I love this. Yeah, it continues. Again, this early game of let's see who wins 2 rounds in a row. To see who grabs that momentum. This could go on the whole game, which is why I love it so much. Alright, here we see some SMGs on CT side. Dignitas sticker on Zeus's MP7 here. That's a little bit weird. Are they gonna push? T's gonna try to push into bomb site. Hey, they got a whole bunch of players watching it. Flamey at the forward position. There's the smoke in between the 2 boxes. He's hiding. He's chilling. No, saves his buddy. Zeus is still up. Pick the player who's going for him. Bomb does get planted. Good smoke. He actually used that smoke to plant. Oh, and the 2 smokes blocking off for the ladder, or for the stairs there, and from jungle. Now it's just existence left. He's gonna run. He's gonna hightail it out of there. And try to survive and save that armor pistol for the next round, where, by the way, Titan is gonna be saving, because that is a 2-round win in a row from Navi. We're seeing like a mirror of the last half right now. Let's see if it continues right now. Okay, Titan spending a little bit of their extra money to get armor here on RPK, doing a Taz buy. Taz, if you watch him on pistol rounds, Taz will always buy armor, no helmet. And, you know, it's paid off for them, for Virtus Pro, quite a bit, so why not? Look at this creepy little setup here. They're just going to push right into bomb site A as soon as that smoke clears. They have no smokes of their own. It's just going to be a full-on rush. Let's see if Navi can hold this off. 2 of them have armor, and they got some Tech 9s. MP7, spray down! It continues here. Oh my goodness. Zeus holds it off, padding his stats, and gets a 4 frag. The bottom fragger on the team, it looked a little bit pathetic there. Well, he wasn't. Guardian is top of the scoreboard, bottom of the frags. I don't know how you calculate score, Valve, but it's weird. It was looking rough for Zeus here in this game, but thanks to killing a bunch of saving players, it now looks like he's helping. That was a real rough comment, and I apologize, Zeus. I love you. All right. Maniac gets smoked off, looking like he wanted to peek. Oh, takes a nade to the face. That has to hurt. Titan taking their time. Existence getting ready to throw his smoke. They got the bomb dropped over here, over at A side. Now, on the last half, we saw so much movement. Look at how there's like no movement at all right now from either team. Except for Kenny S, who's gonna peek middle right here. The first half of this match, so much constant movement, so much excitement. Now it's just so tense. We finally have the little aught battle between Kenny S and Guardian that I have been wanting to see as a fanboy. However, it ended in a stalemate as both players, or Guardian seemed to do a little bit of damage there to Kenny S. T's trying to push into bomb site. Gets taken down. Kenny S takes out RPK. Oh, they have it. Now it's just Maniac left. Bomb dropped. Gonna try to save right now. Players on all sides. So Titan attempting an A site take. And guess what? Our mirror continues. Scoreboard looks pretty even. Titan gonna go sit in this chair. He's just gonna chill. Wait for the round to end. He's seen things, man. His whole squad is dead. He's gotta live with that. have like survivor's guilt here.
Counter-terrorists win.
And there it is. Counter-terrorists win. Titan. Gotta have to save here on this round. Yep. Apex buying up armor pistol. Now, they're spending... they didn't have the money to do that. We see a lot of times teams will spend enough money so that they're still able to buy in the next round and give themselves just a little bit of a chance, a little bit of an edge here going forward. Edward switches positions from mid. Now that tells me they got a tell for A. So let's see if there's any smokes down or a flash was thrown over the top. No, nothing. Not sure why Edward did that then. They switched up their positioning. Oh, he just wants to get some intel, it seems. Jumping around, checking it out. He knows they're saving. So you feel safe when the enemy's saving. You feel a little more aggressive. Kenny S gonna creep up on Edward here. And Edward just massacres him. Flamey. Oop. Had a little bit of trouble with that ladder there. Apex drops down into the sandwich, gets immediately taken by Flamey. Maniac is the player with the gun, but it's not going to happen. Just existence left. 1 versus 4, and he's going to go for it and get immediately destroyed. Goodness, he got shot in the head and the heart. There's no way he's coming back from that. All right, Navi has caught up now. And, yeah, one more round here for CTs. It'll be all tied up, and we'll continue with this really bizarre mirrors matchup, and then it'll be all pretty even. Titan is able to buy on this round. Kenny, yes. Charging over here at B. I think he's going to try to go for the pick here. No, he's not. He's going to play it safe. Defensive smoke going down. They're going to wait for that to clear. And Flamey creeping out here. Now, one of the things you can do is push here and kill the players as they're setting up to throw. Oh, what? 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 Ah, that was some next level stuff right there. My brain is exploding in awesomeness. Flamey threw a nade behind him to make it look like they were pre-nading A main so that they wouldn't think that he was going to push in and try to catch their players off guard while they were throwing the A smokes. Love this game. All right, T's have taken mid-control in the meet. It didn't mean anything. Like, nothing happened, but it was really cool. T's have taken mid-control. They're going to be pushing here to try to take bomb site A from every position. Smoking off the jungle here as they enter into the site. Here as Apex gets taken down immediately. Maniac trying to find that jungle player. He does find his man. RPK coming in from the palace and picking off the player. Guardian going to take his place. Goes for the bomb plant. Not going to happen. He was behind that box. And it looks like Navi is going to save. Titan is able to do a really nice bomb site take. Maniac waiting for the exit. Picks off Guardian. Will be able to grab that op. If they want to do double op T side, probably not. So they probably won't grab that. And Edward will survive. I guess he can go watch some tunes. Watch the emergency broadcast system or tune the TV. So yeah, he's just going to be chilling, watching that TV. 17 health left. T's are probably not going to find him right now. Kenny S would be the one to go find him. Oh, they're moving in existence. Kenny S is playing with his smartphone right now, waiting for the round to end. And Edward will survive. All right, Titan just broke the pattern and now has taken the lead. All right, let's see if Guardian's going to play mid. Is he? Yes. Kenny S going to play mid? No. I'm waiting for the off battle to happen. I want it to happen. They're waiting for an aggressive push here. It's not going to happen. 2 corners separate them. They're both looking at the same place. And C is going to be jumping up. Smoke is down. Guardian moves over to the connector. Maniac taking a few shots through that smoke right there. See if Flamey decides to push through the flames. Probably not. That would be stupid. But his name is Flamey. All right, smoking off Palace. I like that. Instead of smoking off A main, smoking off Palace constantly. Oh, Kenny S just misses it. That was the battle. Again, ends in a stalemate. Oh, they have smoked the crap out of mid right now. Are they going to boost Maniac up? Yeah, he's only at 13 health right now. Just an attempt to get some extra position, but Edward in a position to really ruin their day here. Well, they got him in position. Kenny S Trying to prevent him getting into the sight. Guardian right around the corner. I like this positioning by Navi right now. And now it's just Maniac left. Player was sneaking around inside of the window room. Gonna try to survive. He got seized on the other side, and he ends him. Remember when we could go through this wall? Good times. Titan will be able to buy in this round, though, so don't worry. They're not out of it just yet. But Navi is trying to even up this match. Titan a little bit low on money. Got some pistols out here. Got a Galil on Kenny S. You can use that thing to tap some headshots. It's gonna take 2 headshots to kill him, though, with this thing at this distance. All right, now, okay, they actually Molotov so that they can throw these. So actually, was that a CT? That's probably a CT Molotov right there. Here come the smokes. Beautiful. Over the side. Oh, it is the split down the middle. I actually really like this strat. Why are we still on the smoke? I hate this right now. What kind of crazy glitch is going on? But I can't watch what's going on. Thank you, Valve. I'm going to blame Valve for that one. Let's hope I can actually get back on a player. There we go. We were stuck on the nade. I apologize for that. No buttons I pressed saved us from such a fate. However, we shall take the time to talk about this. Smoke right down the middle. I love it. You know what? We're going to do a strat talk on it. I'm going to write it down right now. Round 24. We'll talk about that later because the game is commencing right now. And I think I've already done a strat talk on that, to be honest. Yeah, I'll go check. I think I already did. And I showed Navi doing it. All right. Full save from Titan. Probably nothing going to happen here. I guess we can talk about it. 1, 2, 3 smokes. This one you throw from here. The one that we actually saw. Splits the sight down the middle. Allows the T's to move into it. It's actually really cool. And they can push all the way through here and take this whole position. Not worrying about the players at CT. Any players inside of the site or down here. So you pretty much block off 2 of the CTs as you move in. Just deal with the one guy who's probably playing here or here. Gonna rotate and try to watch it. And then you can pretty much move in from all sides on that one player. Pick him off. It's nice. I like it. All right, here comes the push. Good pickup by Flamey. And we got an auto sniper there. Zeus doesn't care. He's taking out teammates. Just Maniac left. He found an op. Murdered Guardian. Flamey with the slide out. Goodness. Duck slide out into the open. Finally taking out Maniac after pulling out that pistol. He ran out of ammo. Yeah, I think mid-spray, he realized, like, oh gosh, I got no bullets. Had to pull out that pistol to finish him off. Now, Navi feels secure enough economically, and they are so far ahead economically on this half, that they can afford an auto sniper on Zeus. Now, a good place to use this thing is, well, I was going to say at B, to watch the apartments as the players try to push in. That's not where they're going to use it, though. They're going to use it at underpass. Okay, that's weird. I trust you. Okay, so this is good. So Guardian's watching middle, while Zeus is watching underpass. Titan can't push anywhere there. No ops or anything crazy for Titan, just all AK-47s. Plenty of smokes. Haven't decided what they're doing just yet. Apex creeping up here. Zeus is going to peek it. And the pick goes to Apex. There he goes. Apex is a pick player. He's an entry fragger. He goes for those one-tap headshots. And he is now dead. He exploded. Body parts everywhere. All right. Maniac is creeped up very close here. Takes off Edward. Got a player at Van, buddy. And he goes down immediately. Did not know about that player. T's now pushing him in the middle. Look like they're going to try to do an A-take. Oh, smoke goes down. That's actually from the T's. Very interesting smoke. Are they going to push through their own smoke? Yes, they are. And they trade into the site. One player still at the ladder. Existence does a double take on him, puts it into a 1 versus 1. Both players very low. 1 tap from death. 12 health on Existence, 6 health on Seized. Both players have murdered people this round. It's all going to come down to reaction. 18 seconds left. Advantage will go to Seized right now. Oh, the nade! Does not take him down. Seized is still alive. 11 seconds left, and Seized will get the angle and take out Existence as he tries to push into the bomb site. I think Existence's mind was like, all right, I naded the position. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be pushing in there. Or I'm pretty sure he's not going to be in jungle right now because I just threw a nade there and my teammates have told him he's very low. And now we go into a double op CT side with Edward opping. Na'Vi switching it up constantly throughout this. And they're now at 14 points to 12 against Titan. I guess we can't question their logic because it's working. What is going on here in spawn? All right, Maniac and Existence type into each other on their little smartphones. Oh, well, we're playing Counter-Strike. Smiley face. Emoticon. All right, Flamey putting himself in the sandwich right now. It is going to be a toasted sandwich. I hate myself. A grilled cheese. All right. Re-smoking that a little bit early. That was kind of weird. Titan getting ready to push into bomb site A. I want to see how Flamey's position works out. We see him here. Bunch of saving players. Like, you don't normally see a player playing inside of the sandwich like this because it's very exposed. You can't get out of here. There's no falling back. But I guess you're going up against saving players. Two of them have armor, though. Armor Tech 9, really strong. That flash actually did hit a RPK. It's going to delay them a little bit longer. Flamey doesn't know that he crossed just yet. Wow, the timing right there. They're going to push in. Nice pickup by Flamey. Goes down immediately, though. Here's Guardian with the op trying to watch the angle. Oh, but Zeus is just charging in. Well, he's going to suffer for that. Again, tries to pick up the bomb. Oh, nice. Finally gets Kenny S. And Existence goes down to another shot by Guardian. Well, they got that bomb plant. Gave themselves a little bit of extra money, but it is now match point for Na'Vi. And Titan has to win 3 rounds in a row to push this thing into an overtime. They got the money. And this is it. This is pretty much it. They're going to be able to buy for the rest of it, obviously, because if CTs win, they're done. Kenny S has got the op. Is he going to middle? And it's going to be a no. Continuing to... This is different. I was going to say watch for a push. Or a mid push. Going to underpass. We've seen a lot of use of underpass by both teams. Both of them on CT side. We're playing aggressively there. But we see Na'Vi going into a very standard setup right now. I guess if C's was over at short, it would be a very standard setup. Like, couldn't be more standard unless they had someone... Unless C's pushed up at short. Oh, here he goes. And then we had a player, Zeus, go over to ladder. All right. Oh! Guardian sees him at middle. Gonna try to peek him there. A little bit of a... You see why that op nerf doesn't work. Okay, those smokes say, we're gonna push into bomb site B right now. You better rotate. And they did rotate. Still left a player inside of the smoke here at mid. That is Zeus. C's picks up Apex from the window. T's are gonna try to push into bomb site B. It looked like it was gonna be a fake out. But it is not a fake out. Oh, what? I just missed that. Existence crept into bomb site A right there. RPK now gonna aggress into it. Gets immediately taken down by Edward opping. Edward's got a 2-frag with opping. 30 seconds left. 1 versus 3. Match point, and it is not gonna happen. That is going to be the game. We are gonna jump directly into game number 2 right now. Don't go anywhere. Game number 2 commencing here between Titan and Na'Vi. Na'Vi coming off of it, 1 up now, winning Mirage, which, let's be honest, they were probably going to win anyway. We now move on to Cash. And I should clarify before when I said I did not expect to see a Titan-Na'Vi final. Titan has been playing fairly poorly lately, losing and getting upset many different times, and have fallen out of the top team status, the tier 1 status. Whereas Na'Vi have had a real hard time. They seem like a great team, but they never seem to be able to make their way to the finals and to that number 1 spot. But here they both are now vying for it, and I think no matter which team wins, it's going to be pretty dang exciting. We have a Titan B stack right now, 3 players inside of B site, right? 1 player playing quad at A, 1 player playing here at mid. He can rotate very quickly over to B. Now, the reason you see this a lot in these professional matches is they'll study each other. They'll say, okay, pistol round, they like to do this, they like to wait a long time and then push into bomb site B, so they can sit here and prepare for it and get ready. They know exactly what's going on. These teams know each other very well. Kenny S in the crazy forward position, and oh, it almost paid off. Trying to pick off C's as he ran forward to throw that smoke. That is the incredible depth of knowledge that these guys have. Maniac able to survive just sitting inside of the site. It's just Zeus left, and Maniac picks up the final player. That was a double nade kill. I tell you what, let's get an owl vision on that nade. Two birds with but one stone. Titan now taking the pistol round, will be buying up second round, and Navi will be saving. They did not get a bomb plant, which means it's weird to see them save. If they got the bomb plant, we could expect a third round full buy. Now, they're buying nothing. And I guess they'll try to buy next round. As soon as Titan sees that this is an eco, they'll know that Navi's going to try some kind of weird third round buy. I say that because you can buy armor pistol. Well, nice nade there, Maniac. You can buy armor pistol and still be just fine and dandy on the fourth round in terms of economy. All right, well, that was quick. Navi just ran right into the meat grinder there. It's interesting to see lately Navi's been doing a lot of strategies where they just charge directly into a bomb site because that's so unlike them. And I guess the idea is to switch up their game a bit. Maybe it wasn't working, try to come at it from a different angle, as well as the added benefit of the other teams sort of expecting them to play a little bit more passively and not just charge into a site. But of course, we've seen them have a little bit of difficulty in their T-side rotations, especially on that Mirage match. There's a smoke off on A main. T's look like they want to push right inside of bomb site A and just go for it. They are not a team to back down. All right, Maniac getting ready to throw this Molotov, standing right in the middle of the site out in the open. That is so brave. Heading on over to Quad as we see the CTs inch their way over to deal with this armor Tech 9 buy. They're going to explode into this site pretty soon. And I always love watching one of these bomb site take explosions where the team just pushes all at once and come in from all sides. One of the best teams at that is Virtus Pro. They have such great coordination to check all the different nooks and crannies when they move into a site. And here they come now. We have a huge barrage of Molotovs taking out the entire back area of this site. They know players are going to be forced into the site here. Oh, players already moved back to Quad. Just Guardian left, and he gets taken down. It did not work, and it may have come down to the timing there, because we saw this entire area of the map completely Molotoved off. No CTs could be there. They waited a little bit of time as they were pushing in to where those Molotovs had already cleared by the time they were taking the site. They had some trouble just breaking in there. And a lot of that comes down to the entry fraggers and working up the courage to push into the site and die. RPK, I think they want to boost him up into the vents here. No, he's just going to hide underneath it. Oh, that's a quick pick. We see Maniac run out into A main and pick a player right away. Kenny S coming with him as well. Now T's are actually pushing at A main. A little bit aggressively. I think that was just to grab the item. Keep in mind, Navi has bought again. So, a little bit odd. They're going to buy fourth round as well. It seems like, I like this. If you save second round, you can do a third round buy and then a fourth round buy. Nice, Navi. That's actually a much better way to do it. All right, Apex picks off Zeus. It was up the boost. And seized, or Edward actually, will trade. They were both shooting him at the same time there. Two players inside of B2 at highway right now. Kenny is waiting for the player to jump up, just misses that shot. And now it's just Maniac to hold off an A tank, and it looks like that's exactly what the T's are going to try to do. Good, that is the bomb right now. Maniac will have position on it. We do have Edward sneaking up behind him, knows where he is, and executes him. Bomb going down pretty soon. What are they waiting for right now? They actually pick off Existence. That was really nice. Bomb will get planted. Here comes RPK. 1 versus 2, and he's got the Molotov. He's got some fire. He's going to throw it Quad. It's probably the right place to throw it, and Seized is in Quad, so it'll force him out, and he's not throwing it. There he goes. RPK figuring it out. Okay, that was terrible. Oh, it's actually hitting him a little bit. Still, it was terrible. Drops down behind and, yeah, just gets absolutely destroyed from Edward, who got a 4 frag. I tell you what, let's get another Owl Vision on Edward. And coming off of his ace on the pistol round of Mirage, now grabbing a 4 frag, giving Navi a point finally here in this game. Titan leading at 3-1, but it is still early. This is the round, I think, that will determine the economy. Both teams have spent all their money. Both teams are really trying to win this round. This is an important round in the game. Love that boost. Get Maniac up in the sneaky beaky spot right here. T's taking their time. I thought Guardian was setting up for like a smoke or something here. This is a weird position. Oh, okay. That's neat. They're going to be boosting Edward up so he can actually watch at highway there if a player pushes down a little bit too far at mid. Doesn't look like it's going to come into play, but it was still neat. Just lost 4 of his health there, falling down. And it looks like they are going to be working on a main pretty soon. Nobody watching it, and this spot from Maniac may come into play. They can still fall back. 48 seconds, but again, Na'Vi not a team to fall back. Very aggressive. We have a 3-player stack from Titan set of bomb site B. That's going to be a long rotate. If T's push through this smoke now, they have a great chance of taking this site. 37 seconds left. The Molotovs are going down once again, blocking out Quad. Now is the time to push. They cannot delay any longer. Maniac does take the flash, the perfect opportunity, and they're able to pick him. This is great for Na'Vi right now, moving into the site. We see the very slow rotate from the CTs. Na'Vi taking position all over the place right now. And we have the Lurk player. C's gonna be picking these players off as well as delaying the rotate. Kenny S moving into the site with a rifle, showing he's just as good at a rifle as he is with the op. Look at this, jumping up from the top, but C's, while half flashed, is able to get that shot. Now it's just Existence left, and Flamey lands the final headshot. Na'Vi takes another point and takes the economic momentum. That means we're gonna see a save here from Titan. It'll tie it up 3-3. Looking great. So the question becomes, what do you do here on these eco rounds? And these are the really tough decision. They're buying a few P250s. It's really all they could afford so that they're able to buy fully on the next round. And they're going to continue with the same sort of setup they've been doing here. Or they did in the last one with a 3-player stack inside of B. They're like, well, they haven't seen it yet. Let's try it. Zeus, very courageously moving in with his MP7. But purchases because he knows Titan's going to be saving. So he can get a few extra bucks on it, and it's you know, serviceable. It's as good as not as good as an AK-47, but you can use it pretty well. Here he goes. Let's see if he can grab his 2 kills. One more there, buddy. Grabs an AK-47 instead and kills Apex. Now it's just Kenny S versus an entire army with just a itty-bitty little P250. It's not going to happen. And he gets taken down immediately by Zeus and slides to his death. Here we go. Titan able to buy now, all tied up 3-3. Expected. Keep in mind, if Na'Vi is able to win this, that'll be it. GG, 2-0 against Titan. Titan fighting to survive here and push it into a game number 3, where they'll have a chance at victory. All right, Na'Vi splitting up a little bit here, throwing the pre-nade. They know Titan likes to push out there at A main. They've actually gotten picked there before in this game. So it was a smart call. Titan playing it a little bit more passive this time. Now pushing forward at B side. C's holding them off. It's always a good idea to keep a player there to make sure the CTs can't push. So we see, like, the entire map is being used here. We have CTs holding off every possible place that T's holding off every possible place that the CTs could try to sneak behind them. And we've been seeing this a lot in this game against Titan, against aggressive CT players, where we have pretty much trying to position yourself so that the CTs don't push, putting yourself at the defensive even though you're a terrorist, which is kind of what Na'Vi is really good at. And it looks like they're going to be pushing into bomb site B. We have RPK and Existence waiting for them here. Existence watching the checker room. Guardian gonna peek it pretty soon here. That'll be the start of the battle. Oh, Edward at middle takes out Kenny S. Gonna be lurking his way around the back. RPK now in the position. Now it's just Existence left in the site. Goes down immediately. Guardian at 3 frags as he enters and murders everybody. There he goes. He's dead, though. Maniac, 1 versus 3. It's definitely not going to happen. And Na'Vi takes the lead. This is looking really great for Na'Vi. They're very far ahead economically. They're going to start generating a bank here. Flamey's sitting at only 1 frag. We're already 8 rounds into it. Still has not been able to connect. And that 1 frag was a round-winning one. That nice headshot on the player entering into bomb site A. All right, Guardian just going to be opping at middle. There's no smokes or anything going down there. We know Titan is going to be saving. And a lot of times you'll see a smoke come down here from both teams. Not this time. Doesn't make sense to smoke off a saving team. You want to engage these players at the long distances. We have a 2-player stack inside of Generator. There goes the smoke. Not too fancy. Nade stack will take out Existence. Another example of nades. Edward goes down. RPK grabs his AK, but he's gonna get Molotov'd out of his position. Yeah, that is pretty much a sure death for him. Still have Apex inside of the site going for them 1 digs. Not gonna happen. Still going for it. Gets immediately taken down. It's a conspiracy. Nice shot by Guardian. All right, 5-3 now. Navi starting to take a commanding lead. But Titan is able to buy now. We see Kenny S purchasing up the AWP. We'll see where he's going to play with that and Guardian now. Maybe my dream will finally come true and we'll see the AWP battle I've been waiting for. Guardian going to go for a quick little shot here at B before backing off. Nobody's there. Nobody to deal with. Nade stack at A main once again. Knows Titan likes to push there. Titan, though, playing it very passive. We have Apex watching middle right now. Edward up top. He's been boosted up. Jumping up so we can see when those players finally decide to push. Getting in a position so he's not going to get headshot as he's jumping up, but still will get the intel. That is a huge problem with the game, to be honest. All right. Let's see if Edward decides to drop down. They go A main. If he'll stay up here. Setting up for a crazy smoke. Navi still all over the map. 53 seconds. Going to be smoking off mid and peeking it. Also have the Molotovs going over there at middle. They're working on mid control and they are taking their sweet time as the T's inch their way over here to bomb site B. We see a rotate from Titan moving over here to hold off a B site take as we have T's take middle, probably going to go through the vents. No, they are falling back with the bomb and they're going to be going over to A. A smart play by Navi, a good read on the situation, but it doesn't matter. Maniac is holding it off. Took down both of those players trying to push into the side right there. Can he? Yes, this is his chance. Oh, knows the 2 players are there. Doesn't know up top. 1 player coming A main. That's Guardian. Kenny S has got a player right on top of him, but Apex arrives in time to save his life for a brief second. Flamey just trying to get that bomb planted for some money here. Now the 1 versus 3 hold off. Remember the Alamo. Another nade kill. RPK nading Flamey's position, taking him down immediately. But again, you got to give credit to that smart read there from Navi to say, okay, Titan has rotated their players back to B. They may have gotten intel, they may have heard that or something from their players at middle and decided, now let's fall back, now let's pull back and go to take A. It was the right call, they just were not able to execute it well. And it continues, both teams still able to buy here. We look at our economy, and it looks like Navi does still have a lead. It's going to take a lot to break their bank. They've been getting a lot of good rounds. Oh, here they go. After a whole bunch of nade stacks, now they're pushing in. Guardian taking the Molotov and the flash, forced to fall back. He stood in that fire for a few seconds. Ooh, extinguished. Goodness, I thought Apex was on the other side of that wall for a second. I thought Guardian was going to be able to just take him down immediately. We see a Molotov going down to block off the vent area. They assume a CT has boosted up. Notice Titan has not done that yet. They've not boosted a player inside of the vents or played a player at vent position. Or even up close at A. Or up close at middle, this area. I'm actually surprised to see that. Of course, Titan is a team on CT side that likes to play the bomb sites, which is what we see them doing right now. We have 3 players again stacked inside of bomb site B, and then a Maniac creeping forward at A main, but 2 players watching A. Oh goodness, they're looking right at each other through that smoke. Once that clears, whoever's got the better eyesight is gonna win this thing. In the meantime, Kenny S getting picks. Nice spray by Maniac. Looks like he's the one with the better eyesight. Still has to deal with people in here. Nice no-scope by Kenny S. Excellent job. Edward now grabs the op off of Guardian's cold dead hands. Not even able to fire it. Not even able to scope it. And now it's Zeus getting ready to get owned from behind. And it is 5-5 now. All tied up. Titan has caught back up and put themselves back in this game. Flamey's found himself another kill. Now sitting at 2. And yeah, looks like it's a pretty good game here. Close once again. Game number 1 on Mirage. Very close. Back and forth. some teams get a huge lead, then the other team comes back, which is what we saw here with Navi getting a good lead. And then Titan coming back. Back and forth. I love it. I think we're getting ready for the fourth right now, though. We've already had the back. T's boosting up at middle. Gonna try to take it right here. Now they got the player boosted up in the vents, and now the Molotov is not coming down. Okay, smoke to delay them. Pushing through his own smoke. I love that smoke so much. Smokes his own position and gives himself a nice little pixel shot. Oh, Apex misses the shot. Allows the op to go down. Guardian has not woken up yet. Guardian has, he's 9-8 right now in this game, but Mirage and Cash, we haven't seen too many great displays from this player yet. 2 versus 2 now, Flamey and Guardian versus Existence and RPK. Bomb gonna be getting planted, both players coming from the truck. They don't know about that, though. They have to watch A main. They have to assume a player could be coming from behind right now. And I think that's going to be... Both of them are watching truck. None of them are watching A main. Flamey actually exposing himself, so that's smart. They know exactly what's going on. There's the trade. Now a 1 versus 1 Existence versus Guardian. Both players have 2 frags on them. Guardian just has to play the bomb. Oh, misses it. Needs to play a little bit more passive. Down to 1 health right now. Avoids the flash. Needs to push in. Bomb is getting defused. Oh, and he does not get it. Existence even able to get the pick off of Guardian. Just a little bit of a sloppy play. I think Guardian assumed that he was not going to continue defusing that bomb, that he was going to try and fake it. But he didn't. He went for it. Sticking that bomb. Very smart. Outsmarted poor Guardian here. But don't worry, few can outsmart Bullet. Okay, they're playing really passive over here at A. They just have Maniac, who just got into position at 127. Now look at the rotate. CTs that like swarm over a little bit more on the A side after getting the pick over at B. T's will be pushing B though. So they have RPK hiding inside of Checker and Existence inside of the site. This is the first time where B actually, from looking at the minimap, looks like a viable take. And I say that because we don't have a 3-person stack here. We have a standard setup by Titan. All right, they should call the rotate now. Existence did hear some players. They did call the rotate. However, it is a fake. Navi made a little bit of noise and will be rotating back. Working on some mid control here, and then I guess taking bomb site. No, they're going back to B. It's a double fake out. Player has already went back to middle. That's Apex right now. Catches Edward off guard. Zeus probably shouldn't engage here. Should probably help his teammates inside of the vents to take B. Oh, does not kill him. T's now moving into the site. Looks like they got it. RPK finally launches his trap. No smoke off. There it is. It's actually a very bad smoke off, but it puts it into a 2 versus 2. This is a winnable situation for both teams. Kenny S moving up top. He knows they're already in the site. Oh, gets a shot through his own nade explosion. Now puts it into a 1 versus 2 with Guardian. Good pickup by Guardian. However, he does trade, and Maniac will get that defuse. I guess he'll get the op first. Priorities. Took his time to go get the op. Make sure he saves it for Kenny S. That's a smart play because they wouldn't be able to get that op if he defused the bomb first. So good sense of time there. Of course, they had plenty of time. All right, 7-5 now. Titan has taken the lead, winning 2 rounds in a row. Navi not able to afford an op. Guardian sitting 12-10 right now. The only player on his team who is positive. All right. Here we go, another aggressive push here. Now they stopped pre-nading it. I think Navi's finally gonna get their economy broken here. If they lose this round, they will have to save. Good pickup by Apex. Just a great flick shot there. And T's have taken mid control. All right, we see Titan stacking inside of bomb site B. Kenny S going for the pick, just misses it. Poor Edward, 1 versus everybody. Has to ace it for the win. Probably not gonna happen. Bomb is down inside of A main right now. 50 seconds left. Probably wants to survive, but Titan has enough time to send out their hit squad, find him, and punish him for his insolence. Why is he moving into B? No, he's just finding a really nice little corner to save in. So for 35 seconds, they're just going to be chilling right now. Now, we noticed, seems like every time Titan throws these pre-nades over here at A main, Titan is not pushing it. However, when they push it, we're seeing an interesting setup with Molotovs going down here inside of A main as the T's try to push out. So that CTs, once this Molotov walks off this position, can move out and hold this angle and just take control of A main. By taking control of A main, they are preventing the possibility of an A take. Because if you get like on Inferno, when you take banana control, you know, even though, I mean, there is this extra passageway in the back, if you take banana control on Inferno, you know, like all the way down to the bottom, you only have to leave one player there because your CTs can rotate over there fast enough that it doesn't even matter. So if they can take a close position here at A main, the assumption is obviously they're not going to be pushing through here or have snuck everybody through. It doesn't make any sense. They will be able to rotate their players better for a B side take. Just better positioning. This time, however, Titan is just chilling in the bomb sites. Good Molotov as those players try to push out. They do get out all the way, though. Just run right through the fire. And now it puts it into a 2 versus 4 for the retake. It's going to be tough. I think these players are going to choose to save. This is not really a good, doable situation here. Well, looks like they're going for it. That nade's going to be successful. Nade will take out Zeus. At the same time, he sprays down Edward. RPK now entering the site, puts it into a 2 versus 2. Now it's winnable. And just RPK left. There's Guardian inside of A main. And Flamey will take him down from behind. Nice setup there by Na'Vi. Watching each other's back, and we now move on into the last round of this half. Round 15. Titan doesn't have a lot of money here to buy everything that they would like. Na'Vi still doesn't as well. We actually have a Galil here on Zeus. So an interesting round. Both teams are hurting economically. It's been a very close game. And if Na'Vi wins it, it'll be pretty much even. Okay, here they go. Gonna be boosting the player up. I think they heard that, though. Oh, they have nobody to deal with this. Here is Guardian. Sees Kenny S trying to push it and takes him down immediately. Nice attempt. Apex is close to A main here. There is a player right around the corner. That is Edward. And, oh, able to push out far enough to see him. But that's going to be a trade. This could be the opening that they think they have, but they don't because we have a 2-player stack inside of A here. 1 player at B. 55 seconds. Doesn't look like Navi's going to jump the gun. They're going to fall back. They're going to rethink it. They're going to force Titan to reshuffle themselves and spread out across the map, leaving Flamey as a lurk to keep these players occupied. Oh, and they're instead going to be going up. This is really smart. I love this. Moving in from highway instead. So they're coming in from multiple positions. 30 seconds left. Now is the time for Na'Vi to push. Titan already rotating a player back over. Putting all their eggs in one basket here, and that basket is bomb site A. Now here comes RPK, last player left. Good bomb site take, and able to just move in and murder the rest of them. And it will all be pretty much tied up now, 8-7, as Na'Vi moves to take the CT side. We shall resume when these fine folks are ready for the second half. Second half commencing. Pretty much even. Titan has to win this to push this into a game number 3. Now it's time for Na'Vi to hold off. Gotta be a full armor buy here from Titan. No smokes, nades, flashes, or anything. We saw their previous pistol round having existence, the only player buying some nades. This time, going to be just armor, which tells me it's a gun round. They're going for some shooty shoots. They're just going to charge into the bomb site. Interesting setup by Na'Vi, keeping 2 players at middle. Now rotating back into a little bit more of a standard. Seemed to assume that Titan was going to work on mid control. As soon as they realized they were not pushing mid, falling those players back. We're seeing a constant shuffle of Na'Vi players. 2 of them moving around the back here. They're not really in a useful position. Looks like the T's want to boost a player up, get 2 players up here. They will be working on that mid control just a little bit later than they thought. Guardian watching the position. Here's what he sees. Those players about to peek it, and they will be pushing into A. Oh, 3 players here taking mid. Guardian's got to fall back. He's got Edward to help out. Jumping headshot by Apex, now moving into the site. T's have it. We'll be able to get that bomb planted. All 4 of the CTs are at truck right now. 2 of them deciding to move forward. Kenny S just so aggressively pushing through there. Kenny S even getting on top of the thing there. Just Zeus left 1 versus 4, and it looks like a Titan pistol round win, giving them the lead. And yeah, they just pushed right into bomb site A. A good take at middle. 2 players boosted up, 1 coming out middle. Waited long enough that Na'Vi had rotated their players back. Really nice timing from Titan. And here is the submachine gun buy, push into bomb site B. I have been looking forward to. This is that new meta thing we like to talk about. Let's see how it works out here as the T's charge into the site. Goodness. Just pure, absolute pure rate of fire going down there inside of bomb site B, running and gunning their way to victory, and that is going to be a 2nd round win from Titan. This retake is not going to happen. We got the 3 Stooges here trying to make something happen. They just do not have the time to kill all of these players and retake this site. Could go for some kills, though. Because, I mean, next round, I don't expect Flamey and Zeus to be purchasing up armor. They're going to save for a 4th round buy now. Even if they kill these players. Actually, if they kill these players and grab their guns... Never mind, Edward just went down. They could throw the guns to their teammates and just use the deagle and go for a buy, but it's not. They're dead. They're dead. We will see a save here and seized. That's a tongue twister. We will see a save here and seized. Will be the only player with armor and a weapon. We'll see where they put him. Titan holding on to their SMGs for one last round. Actually, it's just going to be Kenny S holding on to it. RPK and Apex just using Tech 9 instead. It's good enough. Why not? Goodness. So much for that Tech 9 nerf, huh? You know, you're on a gun round. I guess they're against saving players, but when you decide to use a Tech 9 instead of an SMG. And look at this stack. We've got 4 players from Na'Vi waiting for Titan. Maniac making some noise, opening the door. They know they have enough of an advantage. They don't really have to worry too much. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Kenny S is going to fall back and grab that bomb like they're going over to B. Instead, they're not going to push B, waiting for that death cam to end, and then going back to A. But there are 2 players inside of A. The right call is just to take B. Maniac gets that intel, and, well, he suffers, you know. He dies. They're able to root out the spy, get rid of the espionage, and he loses his life, but gets that intel back in time to Titan to let them know to take bomb site B, and Existence and Apex move in and kill the final 2 players, preventing Na'Vi from saving. But here we go. Well, they're not saving anyway, but here we go. It is going to be a buy. They were trying to steal some weapons. Not going to happen. Full buy 4th round. This is Na'Vi's chance to take back the game. This is the round that they really need to win, thanks to Titan's very strong early game here in this half. All right. Looks like they want to boost Existence up over the red thing to middle. That's a little bit weird. Have a player inside of the vents. That's Zeus. He's going to fall down. T's now taking their mid control. Successfully forced that player back. Guardian denying it. Oh, he's got 2 players at highway right now. Good pickups by Existence. Tries to go for the 3rd. It's not going to happen. RPK controlling his spray. He is able to take down Zeus, and it's just Flamey left. 1 versus 3 against Titan. RPK is hunting him down and successfully gets his prey. All right. That was a huge victory for Titan. That might force Na'Vi into another save here. That may be the game. I mean, that'll give him 13 points to 7 against Na'Vi here. Playing a really great T side. Look at that. That'll be 5 rounds in a row. Guardian going for them 1Ds aggressively here at B. Let's see if we can get it on Kenny S. Oh, nope. Not gonna have, well, Flamey gets it. And they will enter into bomb site B. Oh, nice pickup by Seized. He's gonna be able to steal that weapon. They should probably think about saving that. So Kenny S went down over at B. They're not gonna be able to grab his weapon. So Edward's really got nothing to live for at this point. Looking like Seized wants to go for exits here at the back. And Apex is watching it. Gonna peek the corner pretty soon here. And take him out immediately. Now it's just Edward. 1 versus 3. No reason to save. And he's gonna be moving in with his Wizard P2000. There he goes. Takes out RPK. Who was not watching the right way there. A little bit awkward position for him to be standing. Alright. And Existence should probably clean this up. Bomb's gonna be going down. Edward probably gonna jump through here. Try to prevent him from exiting the site. Doesn't get a single shot. Oh, what? Actually, we had a Titan player die in the bomb explosion. A little bit sloppy there. However, 13-7 right now. Titan well ahead. And we're gonna see a double op with an auto sniper here from Navi on CT side. They are switching things up drastically. I would love to see where they're gonna position these players. Zoo's gonna be playing auto at middle. We're gonna have Edward with op over at A, pushing aggressively at A main, and Guardian here pushed up at B, already getting the pick. There's Edward watching A main. Zeus got picked though, so the auto sniper is down. Mid control will go to the T's. Maniac creeping around the back here. Both players have already pushed up. He doesn't know that, though. Flamey! Line him up. Is not able to get the kill, though. There's the bomb. 3 versus 3 now. Still anyone's game. We have players all over the place. We have a player sandwich going on. Alright, smoking off the cross. Trying not to let him get into the site. Thinks he might have the bomb. There's the bomb, though. Seas can just sit on it. 50 seconds left. Again, this is a very confusing round. You have players all over the place. Seized has the bomb. He's got to let Guardian get over there to help him out. Guardian moving over middle right now. Oh, Seized getting his foot shot by Maniac. Now just going to be Existence left. Puts it into a 1 versus 1 against Guardian. And he grabs that bomb. 29 seconds left. Guardian's got to think, which way is he going? Is he going to A? Is he going to B? Here's the footsteps. Knows he's going to A. He's going to continue to just walk behind him. Take his time. Now, he's got a critical time where he can prevent a bomb plant, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to let him plant and then try to shoot him as he leaves the bomb plant position, which would be the right call. If Existence gets a little bit crazy, tries to take like quad or something. And there it is, but Existence able to pick Guardian. All right, Titan now at 14 points. Leading it. Very close to victory. And Navi will have to buy. They do not want to have this thing pushed into an overtime. This is their chance to win it. Alright, Kenny S going to be pushing at A main here. We actually have CTs pushing up close at middle. They could try to boost the player up top. Trade of players over at bomb site A. Here comes Kenny S trying to peek into the site. T's taking their time. Nobody at B. Nobody cares about B this time. Oh, goes for the shot on Guardian. Now, that is a possible shot. That's like where it actually goes for C's there. Good pre-shot, but it's not going to happen. Kenny has taken his time to readjust. And, oh, Seized creeping up very close. Oh, Seized absolutely messed that one up. That seemed like it was a sure win for him there. Had pushed up really close on the opper. Had Kenny S missed the shot. But did not land his. Now just Flammy 1 versus 4. Bomb going to be going down at A pretty soon. Apex going to peek him. Not going to happen. Good spray control. Kenny S getting up on top of the box right after Flammy crosses. He's coming back. Sees Kenny S. Bomb will definitely get planted. Have they taken the time to sneak a player up from behind Flamey? No, and he's not even watching behind him either. He's got RPK on the side, though. Was flash, but as soon as he comes out of it, able to pick Flamey. All Flamey had to do was look to his right there. And he may have had a chance. Alright, it is match point right now. Titan at 15, Navi at 7. It's looking like we're going to see a game number 3. What can you buy on a round like this? Edward getting the Mag 7. Good place to play this is pushed up into A main. We'll see if he decides to do that. He has 1 flash and 1 smoke. Oh, Kenny S is watching that, though. Does get flashed. Edward able to push out. Creeping up close. Doesn't know about... Oh, gets him with a no-scope to the face. Edward is down. Just Zeus left. This is it. Match point. 1 versus 3. And Kenny S gets the final kill. We're going to be moving on into game number 3. Stay tuned, folks. Greetings, TheWarOwl greets you. It all comes down to Cobblestone. It's going to be Navi versus Titan here. Game number 3. It is 1-1 between these two teams. Man, Cobblestone, a lot of matches, a lot of important matches, grand finals, semifinals of all kinds of different tournaments are decided on Cobblestone. It seems like a map that the teams need to put a little bit more time into learning if that's going to keep happening. Now, I understand it's not the best designed map. It's definitely a lot better now after the changes that Valve made to it. But still, it's kind of a little bit disappointing. What? Nice shot by C's. Picks off RPK. I'll say disappointing that you don't have a map like Inferno being the deciding map, a map that's pretty even, very standard, comes down to just which is the better team. Cobblestone's a little bit wonky. All right, Kenny S going to be sneaking up around the side. He made some noise. C's knows. C's knows. In the meantime, though, they're going to be trying to split at bomb site A. C's trying to sneak up from behind him. Guardian, the last line of defense. Players on both sides. Finally, C sneaks up behind Kenny S. Takes him down to a few well-placed coccyx shots. And getting another frag, now sitting at 2. That was another player who killed him. Gonna put it into a 1 versus 3. Definitely not gonna have Maniac goes down to a flying Edward from behind. Nice pistol around there from Navi. Good rotates. Titan, interesting strat. Now, we see that strat used quite a bit on Cobblestone for pistol round. You'd think teams would start preparing for it a little bit better. I know Navi was able to hold it off, but you see that so many times, and that is T's push over here and then push into A, while a number of other players, this time it was just one, run into bomb site A from here, and they sort of split A from 2 sides. All right, let's see what Navi does. They're actually pushed up pretty close here, despite it being against pistol players. We see the Armor Tech 9 buy coming down. You want to be far away from Armor Tech 9 players, long distance fighting, so Cobblestone is a great map for that. C's showing himself. He knows there's some players at mid now, making sure nobody's creeping around at long A. Guardian in a close position. All 5 of the T's about to push through here, and they get the pick. That's going to be huge. Seized way out of position. Flamey trying to rotate. T's have pushed into the site. We may see an armor pistol steal here. And they got into the site. It's looking good. There's Flamey. Has to deal with Kenny S. RPK finally takes him down. We'll be planting that bomb, and it's just Edward left. 1 versus 4. Gets immediately tapped in the face by Existence around that corner. And there we have it, folks. The Tech 9 is most certainly not nerfed. All right. 1-1 now. All tied up. I don't know. I feel like Navi should have taken more long-range positions against that. Maybe just played from the bomb sites instead of pushing up real close like that and splitting themselves out. Because if you just hold the angle right here, and then right there, if they had players in position to do that, I don't think the T's would have been able to get into the site. Navi continuing with this close-up CT side play, making sure they take full control here. 1 player already picked, so they only have 1 player over in position at bomb site B. Gonna be buying up once again. We're doing this vying for who wins 2 in a row to see. Oop, gets the economic momentum. Edward tries to do a jumping shot, just misses it. Flamey trying to hold it off there. It's not going to happen. T's going to be pushing into the site. It's just Zeus left. 1 versus everybody. Nice pick. And Existence gets the final kill. That is going to be Titan now, taking the early game. They will be ahead. All right. Navi forced to save, looking good. The sidedness of this map is a little bit difficult to determine. Since it's constantly changed, and we don't have that many matches played on it, except at the very top level of the tournaments. Since most teams are not going to play on this map. However, you have to assume it's going to be somewhat CT-sided. It was previously before the change. Alright, Maniac trying to creep out there at bomb site B. We noticed Titan not really trying to push B at all. They've been focusing on A site this entire time. Just putting like 1 or 2 lurk players over here at B. Not going for it. Only using the drop down to push over to A. This time they may switch it up a little bit, but that'll be a mistake, because CTs, as we see, are positioned here to hold off a B push. Of course, they are just saving. Titan most likely just going to be able to power through here. All right, they're boosting up Seized from behind. He's going to lurk it. Oh, trying to catch RPK off guard. Does get it. RPK had no idea what was going on there. And Seized will get the AK from behind. Apex waiting for him here. This is a situation you cannot wallbang through that box unless it's through a corner where you really... Oh, he's going to go the other way. I was going to say, that's a situation where you don't want to fight against Apex. Apex rotates and gets him anyway. Because he's going to be a great player for long-range, one-tap headshots with the AK-47. And we saw Seized like, nope, 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 I'm not fighting Apex here. All right, here we go. Both teams able to buy now. We come up to the first round where Navi's going to have a chance at grabbing that momentum before Titan just gets out of control here. We have no ops. They aren't able to afford any here for Guardian. You want to get Guardian in op on Cobblestone, most definitely. All right, he's going to be pushing out here at long A, and we see Apex trying to entry frag it, peeking around the corner here. Well, he's going to Molotov the common spot at the hay barrel, which is the right call as he moves in. Kenny S gets a pick on Guardian as they're moving in. Here is Seized to try to hold off this push. And they got another pick. There's Apex. That is going to be, finally, I think this is going to open it up for Titan to take a bomb site now. They still have the bomb drop. They're still going for picks, which is a little bit awkward. Molotoving those sneaky beaky little corners there. Playing it slow, still playing it safe. Gotta give him props for that. But this might open it up for Navi to do something crazy. Like, for example, Zeus creeping through middle and sneaking up behind RPK. He'll pick off... Oh! RPK turns around and comes back. Zeus looked like he was going to be able to pick off Kenny S there, but good game sense by RPK to move back and check out middle, make sure nobody's creeping out there. T's are just going to push into bomb site B. It's going to be an easy push here. Resistance moves into the site. Flame me around the side. Saw a little pre-shoot and easily takes it. Titan now at 4 points against Navi's 1. Now Titan taking their time creeping around the map, getting the picks. Navi exposing himself a little bit to those picks. And that's how I think Titan's going to try to play this T side. All right, Navi going to have to save here once again. Another rough round. What are they going to do? They're still inside of the bomb site at this point. Or inside of spawn. Apex going to be entry fragging here at long A. There's a bunch of little pistolers to deal with. Where is his backup? The backup is going to be Kenny S, who is standing quite a far ways behind him. Won't be able to help him here until... Here comes Kenny S now pushing forward. So they did a nice entry here before where Apex kind of ran out and Kenny S took the shot. Let's see if it works this time. Now is the time to Molotov that corner, Apex. Oh, he's going to throw a hand grenade. Oh, that's going to hurt. Oh, Kenny S throws down his own. Takes out Edward with that thing. However, is forced to fall back, spamming that Tech 9 to try to escape there. And a pick goes down. Another pick by Guardian, but Kenny S takes him down immediately. Looked like a round where Navi was going to have a chance to make something happen. Sees now with a CZ right around the corner. Kenny S watching it. Are they going to push Existence through there? I think that's going to be a yes. 37 seconds left. Titan plenty of time to make any moves that they want. They clearly have no idea that he's around that corner based on that smoke throw. Seized is just going to wait. Just got to be passive here. Try to grab him as he pushes over. Check your corners, buddy. And Existence checking the corners. Very smart player. Takes out Seized. Titan well ahead now. 5-1 against Navi. It's looking bleak for Navi's chances of winning this game. However, the money, the blue shell effect, stacking up here and allowing a double op buy on CT side Cobblestone, which is the right call. Guardian going to be playing long A. Edward playing over here at... Oh, don't play drop zone with the op, please. Oh, no, he's going to be playing long B. Now we have a long B now. That's cool. Oh, he's going to peek it? Yes, he is. Edward close range. What was that? I saw, like, some fire going down there. Some muzzle flashes from a ghost. T's are going to be pushing here at long. Oh, smoking to delay it. That's cool. Drop zone may be coming into play here. We see Existence going to throw... Is that a Molotov? No, that's a smoke down. See if they try to jump down here. This is going to be a scary push. And good pre-shot there. I like that. Make sure nobody's standing in that window. Maniac gonna take point. Drops down. 26 health left on this player. 1 T has been picked. Looks good for Navi so far. Once that smoke clears, Zeus should be able to pick this off. Ooh, is he gonna show his gun around the corner? And immediately takes out Maniac. Now puts it into a 3 versus 5, and the exact opposite has happened here for poor Titan. They've gone for the picks, and they've gotten picked themselves. Do not peek that Zeus. Oh, Zeus peeks it and does take the kill. Kenny S creeping forward here and long. 2 versus 5, it's time to save, guys. And they will fall back. Seized may have an opportunity to grab them on the exit. Is he gonna go for it? That's gonna be a no. They're keeping RPK here. I guess to go for exit frags, but, or if they're trying to leave the site. Could get himself killed here. This is rough. Let's see if Seized actually looks to the right here. Seized, buddy. Oh, what? What? RPK lets him go by and will survive. Goodness, that was scary. Notice RPK not killing that player, allowing him to run by so that he could save for the next round. And based on the money, we should see, yeah, another buy up here from Titan. They've got the bank. Haven't lost that just yet. Navi's gonna have to win a few rounds and win them well to take this game economically, thanks to the early game win by Titan. T's setting up to go real fast, real hard into bomb site A here. Look at this, 4 players grouping down here. This is like a Fnatic style setup. Gonna wait for that smoke to clear and then push right in here. Here's RPK and Maniac leading the charge. And pushing into the bomb site. Let's see if how they can hold off a B rush here. Nice pick by RPK and Maniac moving into the site. Maniac in a forward position here. Flamey right on the right. Could catch him off guard. And he does. Flamey not even paying attention. And it looks like Titan's gonna take that real easily, real fast. Pushing right into bomb site B. And that, of course, is one of the main criticisms of this map. And that is it's a little bit easy to take bomb site B with just a full rush. Like this is, here's the strat. Run right into bomb site B. Just because it comes out right into the bomb site. And if you're able to get the kills here, it's real easy to hold this off. So there they go, Titan taking it. And we remember Fnatic playing Cobblestone and winning it, or this version of Cobblestone, by simply pushing B every single round. Like they didn't even practice going A or something. Every single round it was the same thing. Let's just push right into bomb site B right here. And it worked. And that's why I really like watching Fnatic. They're a smart team. And we're looking at here another team which is dubbed the smart team, Titan. Alright, Guardian able to get his op here after the loss. Don't worry. Can't do the double op anymore with Edward, but they're going to be putting Guardian over here at B instead of A. Playing it a little bit more passive at A. I said A like a Canadian there for just 1 second. That was weird. A. Oh, yeah. Alright. RPK at middle. Smoke is down. T's going for picks. They've dropped that bomb really far back. Lots of spams going down here. Just positioning. T's spread out all across the map. Now they're sending back a pair to get the bomb. That would be RPK. No, not going for it. Still going for picks. C's gets the pick off of Apex as he tries to enter, though. Now, they know they've been doing Apex, Kenny S, both of them here at long A, so they have to be aware that this is going on. C's just avoids that fire. Come on, Kenny S. Let's see some entries, and it's not going to happen. That might be due to the change to the op. That poor Kenny S is not able to do his picks anymore. Still a competent opper, regardless. It looks bleak now. 2 Titan players picked. 1 from Navi, but they're going to try to push into bomb site B, and it's going to get held out there by Guardian. Edward from around the corner. Just existence left. He picks off Flamey. Bomb's down in B, though, so he's got to push it. Edward watching the corner. Looks like he's going to be heading over here to Seized side. Now heading back. Oh, no, and Seized is able to get the kill in existence. 6-3 now. In favor of Titan, but Navi coming back into this thing. We check out our money here. Still has not broken the economy of Titan at all, any rounds yet. Titan has to feel confident at this point. They've been playing a really strong T side, but it seems like Navi's starting to figure it out. And you'll see that a lot. You'll see a strong T side opening, and then when CT start to figure it out, they'll start to rearrange themselves to better deal with whatever the style of play is. Of course, they should be aware of each other's style of play before the game. Good pre-nade. Took off just a little bit of damage, but I like it. Oh, Maniac was just about to peek there, but the smoke prevented it. Flamey getting some intel here. That's why you see him stick his face into the wall. He's getting positional audio intel to see how many players are here, where they're rotating. He knows because of the pre-shot, the players there, they have the weapons. Oh, that was rough. Seized is in some trouble now. Lots of T's over here at middle. Can't fall back. And I think they're going to check this corner. Oh, he peeks out. Almost gets a little bit of damage. Good Molotov. But it looks like Titan is going to be able to push into this site. Oh. Oh. Just a little bit of a corner, a little bit of an elbow of Kenny S was peeking out there, but he wasn't able to get the kill. Guardian going down. Just Edward left. Over here at bomb site B. He's the player's like, just in case they go B. Let's keep someone here. Maniac creeping around trying to find him, but Edward's going to have to live through here. The bomb's going to go down, and a pause, a strategic pause has been called by Na'Vi. They've been having a lot of trouble. They need to figure out what to do in the next round, and they're probably going to have to save. However, I think if Edward saves his weapon, we could see like some kind of last resort Hail Mary buy up CT side by Na'Vi and switch up their style of play to deal with Titan. Now, one of the things we've seen so far is Na'Vi lurking around here at middle, positioning themselves in these sorts of positions, spread out from each other so they can't really help each other out. And then we see Titan bunching up here, moving 2 players through here, and even this round, like 3 players through here. And even if you trade, you're going to kill that CT, take that position, and be able in a position to kill the other guy, because he's got to rotate like all the way back into the site. So they've been simply picking these players off here at middle every single time. Na'Vi may want to think about playing it a little bit more passively or playing it a little bit more aggressively instead of pushing up in this area or this area and holding it off. Either holding it off from here and just letting them take A and then rotating, because it's a real fast rotate on this map, or trying to get some picks here out of middle and here, probably with an AWPer. But they don't really have a lot of money now. Okay, so the pause has been called, and we'll resume when they're ready. Strategizing. They are ready, and we see team leader Existence here in the middle of his team, spawn like the 5 on a die, getting ready to win the next round. Na'Vi has decided to do the full save after losing that player. They are pushing out here real aggressively. Oh man, look how close. Oh, if he peeks here, he's so dead. Kenny S is watching this. He wants to try to get like around the corner or something here. It's not going to happen. Oh, 2 players now. Kenny S misses the shot. They're able to push forward. They actually could catch him way off guard. They need to call a player to come help. That was RPK, and they just took out RPK. They will be able to take out Kenny S. What a pistol round so far. Guardian grabs the AWP, and now you've got Seized with an AK, Guardian with an AWP moving into retake bomb site B. Here is Apex watching it close. As soon as he hears the players, he's going to throw down the smoke. They're going down the drop zone, though, so it doesn't matter. Down the Skyfall. There goes Seized now moving over to the connector. Guardian moving in from behind right here. And they have position. They're going to be able to move in on the site. This is real cool. Guardian goes down, though, to Maniac, but that's a trade. Seized picks off Maniac from behind. Now puts it into a 1 versus 2. Apex versus these 2 armorless players. 42 seconds left. Bomb has not been planted. Moving forward, catches him a little bit off guard. Good movement control from Flamey right there. Takes out Seized, but Flamey ends it, and what a round from Na'Vi. A pistol round. Went so perfectly, and I think it all came down to Kenny S missing that first shot. If he landed that shot, that probably would not have been able to happen. Well, they took their time and they said, they like the 2 options that we gave. Play it a little bit back here from the site, or play a little bit more aggressively and try to pick the player, and they took the aggressive route, and they're continuing with it, because here comes Guardian watching long with the AWP. Oh, he's just going to fall back right here. Wait for them to try to entry and then probably fall back, but they are bunching up. They're staying together. He's got Seized with him as his squire right now. Throwing down the smoke for him. Could actually boost a player up there. So, yeah, okay, yeah, that's what to do, man. Na'Vi starting to think better. Guardian misses the pick. He's going to fall back. He's going to stay here, though, to make sure he can help Seized. Flamey inside of the site. I like this now. Na'Vi's figured it out. Of course, Maniac gets the entry over here at bomb site. Oh, he gets both the entries. That is huge. That's a big opening. All of the CTs are going to rotate now and move over to the side. Maniac goes down. Now they're rotating back. After Flamey rotated and picked off Maniac, they are going to rotate back. 1 player moving around long right here. Seized could get him. Apex has got to check the corner. This is a common spot to check. You have to check up there. Ooh, Seized just lets him go right by. All right, I don't think they're going to go back that way. Seized, yeah, he's going to drop down and try to help out. Got a player pushed up mid right now. That's Existence. Oh, will Flamey see this player? He's got to shoot through there. As soon as he shoots, he's going to give himself away. He's not going to shoot. Continue to move around here, a little bit more passive. Picks up C's, though. That's huge. And picks off Flamey. Wow, 2 double picks. Maniac and Existence, both doing 2-for-1 sales. And it's just going to be Guardian left who will have to save. Good picks by Titan. Good individual plays by Maniac and Existence there. So, poor Guardian is going to try to survive here, while an army of T's try to hunt him down. He'll probably survive. Yeah, he picks off Apex there. We see Kenny S going to try and sneak up behind him from the tower. That's crazy. When have we ever seen a player in a tower in professional level Counter-Strike? Global Offensive. Well, here it is now. We got Kenny S in the tower. He's a camper. 4-8 now. Titan's still ahead by a 2-to-1 margin. Looking good. That was a nice last round. I like Navi's reshuffle, though, on their CT side. Feel the power times 6 here. Kenny S holding Existence's op. All right, bomb has been dropped in the connector. Or the T connector. CT's setting up pretty standard here. They're going to be doing a force buy. They got armor pistol. This is an important round for them. They really need to win this. It's round 13 right now. 3 rounds left. Navi's low on the eco. And Guardian gets a pick. Still got a player close range right by him. He's got a player moving up to help out. Kenny S gets the pick. Sees in position to punish. Grabs the op. Pushing forward. Kenny S watching the corner. C's just gonna fall back. Play it passive. Flamey and Edward push out here and grab a pick as well. That's 2 picks now for the CTs. Sorry for missing those. See, this is the first time we ever hear a caster apologize for missing the action. I just did, because I missed both of those picks. And there's the smoke out by Existence. He's going to jump down here pretty soon. CT's rotating all of them over to bomb site B. The entry going to happen soon. Here's RPK. 3 versus 4. This is still doable. Oh, that Molotov going to force him out. Well, Kenny S watches it. And Existence creeps around the side, picks off Zeus. Gets killed immediately. Now it's just Kenny S. Misses his shot once again and goes down. Kenny S, for some reason, feels very off. Sitting right now at 7 frags and 6 deaths. Looking very much unlike the player who we have constantly said is the best player in the world. And this is such an op-centric map as well. Just like Dust 2. So it's looking rough for poor Kenny S. And his magic stick. Alright. Navi now falling back and playing it from the site. Taking our second approach. That was actually our first approach. And Titan taking their time. Oh, pick goes down on Maniac there at the Skyfall. T's creeping around. They've got the bomb. Looking like they decided to... They haven't decided just yet. They still got the bomb drop. They're moving 2 more players over here at B to try to go for picks. And Titan, if they're able to pick up these last 2 points, will end it pretty much even. So that's good for Navi here. Oh, gonna throw the Molotov down at the get right position. Forcing him back. Fight here. Apex actually... That was the opportunity for Zeus to kill Apex when he jumped up to get on top of that thing. There's like a few moments of bad accuracy. We're going to be able to take that player down easily. 1 pick for each team. Still anybody's game. T's now moving up. Oh, it's just going to be Existence. I guess that was the distraction. They've got Apex in the connector. He's going to go for the rotating players as the T's move into the site. Actually, no, he's not watching for rotating players. Flashing himself in. Going to help with the push. Here's Edward in the back of the site. Catches RPK off guard. Now it's just Kenny S left. 1 versus 4. Players moving in on all sides. Probably going to go down pretty soon. No, he's going to fall back and escape. He will survive. 6 seconds left. He's got to get out of there and live through this thing. The question right now is, do I keep running or do they go for the player who's chasing me? And he's going to do both, I guess. All right, Navi back in this game. Final round here. Titan is low on the money. They're going to have to rely on Kenny S here because they're just going to be pistol armoring up. Tech 9 armor push. I want to see a rush right now from Titan. Well, they waited a little bit in the spawn. I want to see a full-on, let's move in there, guns blazing, Tech 9 armor push. However, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Well, they are pushing out here at middle. Guardian watching the angle, though. Playing it pretty passive. Got their players over at mid. Jumping by. Oh, gets the pick. More players moving in. Gets another. There's Guardian. Finally goes down, but seized. Moves into position. Kills the other player. Now it's just Kenny S. 1 versus 4. Final round of the half. Navi about to catch back up here against Titan. Titan watching it all slip away. And sees such a bad position. Lets his corner be shown. Kenny S. goes for the shot, misses it, and that is going to be a win there for Navi. Putting it 8-7. Navi slightly behind here as they move into the second half, and we shall resume when they're ready. And the semicircle spawn here from Titan inside of the T spawn. Or inside of the CT spawn, sorry. Navi getting ready to take the T side here. And we're going to see a drastically different game. Both of these teams have very different styles of play. So when they switch over on CT Titan versus T side Navi is always interesting. Kenny S watching the long angle here. Oh, what an entry kill from Guardian. I guess that was the Kenny S Guardian duel I finally wanted to see. There it goes. Existence picks off Zeus. Taking on Guardian as well. T's able to move into bomb site A, though. Maniac falling back. Edward just got to tap him once. Just tap it in. He's right behind you. Oh, no. Guardian, don't worry. In position. Overkill shoots him in the head. And in the meantime, though, it is a fake. Guardian was just the distraction as the T's move over here into bomb site A. There's the kill. Nice close-ranged running shot with the Glock. Run and gun. By the way, pistols do run and gun as well. Puts it into a 2 versus 2 for the retake here. Here comes RPK with the CZ. And close range. Tries to spray the player down. Just Existence left. 1 versus 2. Good positioning by Navi. Taking him on 2-on-1. And C's pushes out. Gets the pick. And there is a T side win from Navi. Titan now. We should expect to see the armor pistol buy up here. Second round. And there it is. On Apex. Rest of the guys, come on. Alright, that was kind of a weird buy. Let's be honest. There they go, finally buying up fully. Deagle on Existence, though. And Maniac with the Scout. Because of that Scout buff a long time ago that made it, a little bit less expensive. We've seen a lot of second round Scout buys. They're going to boost this player up. Yeah, here comes Maniac going for the pick and takes it off of Guardian. Goes for the second pick off of Zeus. He's got him cornered right now. He could get this. Well, adrenaline caused him to miss a little bit there. RPK close range with the CZ. Titan already rotated to hold off this push by Navi. There's the pick, though. Another good Scout hit. Takes down Edward pretty low. Finally goes down to Zeus. It's just Zeus left 1 versus 2. Could be a very good second round win from Titan. Unless Zeus can pull off some thrilling heroics. And we see them peaking really fast there. Apex moves out. That is a 4 frag on Apex. Let's get ourselves an owl vision. There you have it. It continues right now. Now, the right call here is to buy up from Navi, and they're going to be doing it again. Armor pistol. Armor Tech 9 push T side, very strong. Let's see how it works out for Navi. Guardian complimenting Maniac there. Nice shot. Maniac, thanks. These guys, very cordial, very nice, good manners. GG's, GLHFs, Navi and Titan, good sports. Now, we see a lot of good sports at top-level EU. Counter-Strike. They all love each other, and that's just fun to watch. All right, smoke going down. Oh, Apex puts himself out there in the open. Will get picked. We're gonna see a full rotate from Titan. This could be the win that Navi needs. Wow, this is awesome. They grab the M4 as well. Oh, here comes the retake, though. Nope, 2 versus 4. These players are just getting mowed down right now. Maniac going into a Super Saiyan mode here as he tries to 1 versus 3. Nice nade. He's got another one. Oh, should have thrown it in the same spot. He would have killed those players. He would have taken them down. Would have killed Edward. All right. And and he's got so many guys on him. That's going to allow Flamey to sneak up from the side. Finally gets taken down, and Navi will take the economic momentum early game. On the last half, it was Titan taking that economic momentum early on. Now it's Navi. It looks like we're going to have a close game. And is it a mirror so far? Nope, not at all. All right. And Titan will be buying up once again to try to take the early game. Never mind, Navi hasn't taken it just yet. Maniac going for the pick he did before. Let's see if they can pull it off again. There are players there waiting for him. Existence gets one. At Skyfall, here he goes. This is it. This is the opportunity. Oh, does a little bit of damage to Guardian and gets taken down by Guardian. Well, that's a 2 picks on Titan's side. And Navi still has 4 players left. Good, Malta. Well, no, never mind. Oh, it actually is going to force RPK back. That was nice. And Edward, in the meantime, has already snuck forward here, doing his lurky lurk. Apex watching middle. He's going to have Edward behind him here pretty soon. And will he catch him rotating? Yeah. Ooh! Oh, no! Misses his opportunity there. This may allow Apex to get the pick. Edward moves into the site. Apex doesn't know they pushed in just yet. Oh, no! Edward is right there! Now he knows. Edward misses the shot once again. Apex has got players on all sides now. He needs to try to hold off the bomb plant. Ow, there's the bomb. Delays it from pushing into the site. 2 players in the site. Overextends himself. Plays a little bit too aggressively there. And Kenny S goes down. Titan just lost that point. Just lost the momentum. And Navi wins 2 points in a row. Has it. We should see a save here. A full save from Titan. Now, Apex purchasing that P250, will that prevent him from buying next round is the question. I think he'll still be able to buy. All right. Navi moving into this round feeling very confident. Pushing at B, leaving 1 player lurk over here at A. That's Edward. And we see a 3-player stack from Titan over at A. It's going to be a long rotate. They're still holding. They have not started rotating just yet. This is rough. It's going to be just RPK here with a little bit of a pistol. It is a save round from them, so you don't really expect much. I guess the idea is let's kill the lurk and grab that AK, and it'll work out. Apex going to grab it, probably go save. Kenny S has got nothing to live for right now. Could probably go for some kills. Seized is going to try to catch him off guard, though. In a good position, too. Oh, saw the player go up into the top. Oh, Apex below! Didn't see that player. Kind of a weird angle. Now they can go grab that AK. Kenny S moving for it. Guardian gonna peek him soon. Oh, we'll get it. Jumps down, though, and escapes. He goes, I didn't kill my wife! And then jumps out of the pipe. Oh, spoiler alert. And will they be able to save these 2 guns and kill 3 players? Very good eco from Titan. Now, they didn't win the round, but on a round where you go in purchasing a single P250, and that's it, and you end up with 2 AK-47s killing 3 players on the enemy team, excellent eco. All right. 11-9 right now. Titan catching up. This is their opportunity to get back into this game. Guardian watching middle. Put Apex up here. Notice a very different setup here from Titan. Apex is standing here on the ramp so he can fall back if he needs to. Kenny S playing it from way back here, throwing the smoke to delay. What that's, oh, and he gets the pick through that smoke. I was gonna say that smoke will allow the T's to take this whole position if they want to, but it was a trap. Admiral Akbar was not there in time to warn them. Speaking of which, have you seen the new Star Wars trailer? Oh my gosh, I want to see that movie. Good pick from Seized. All right, 4-4 right now. 1 player picked on either side. T's getting ready to push into bomb site B. CT's rotating. They hear a player running around like a madman. And they're pushing in Apex here at middle. We're going to see a lurk fight here in just a second. Zeus made a little bit of a step. Apex just got to wait. Picks him off. T's now going to push into the site. Got to be a hard push. We'll see if Existence can hold this off. He's got a bunch of CTs helping him, though. There we go. Sees it. Should call the rotate. Someone should take his spot. Where's the guy taking his spot? No one's taking his spot. Oh. Making sure they can't move into the site. Kenny's getting picked. All right, bomb will get planted. RPK could take him down. Oh, that was a little bit awkward there. Tried to plant that bomb out in the open. Allowed Titan to kill that player. RPK with a 3 frag. Nice job. Titan back in this game, and Na'Vi will be buying up and around that look like it might have been an eco. They still can afford armor and some weapons. Yeah, armor, AK. And they've got enough nades, smokes, flashes. Now, Cobblestone is a map where T's aren't going to use as many nades and smokes throughout the round, except when they're taking the bomb site. So it's not really that big of a deal that they don't have a lot of nades and smokes and stuff. Because we see double flash here on Flamey. He'll throw them over as they try to enter into the site here. Like, that'll signal the push. All they really need is those 2 smokes. And here are those 2 flashes. They should be coming out pretty soon here. And then they'll try to push into the site. Oh, well, he's dead. That's actually really bad for them now. They have nothing. They've got 1 smoke on Zeus. Oh, man. Na'Vi is in some trouble. 2 versus 4 now. They were a little bit slow on that take. They took way too much time. Oh, look at that boost spot from RPK. Yeah, and of course, that is classic Na'Vi right there, and that's where it can backfire big time. They try to pull the angles, you know, use all the time on the clock before finally pushing in. But really, I think that was the time to just go, go, go. 11-11 all tied up now. Na'Vi falls behind and will be forced to save. They've got something up their sleeve as Edward buys 2 flashes, and they're all moving together in one big pack. This is a shooting range right now. Let's see if the CTs can get some nice mowdowns. Here is Apex at middle. They're going to run right through that Molotov, trying to take him down, and a little bit of a spray down. We know it's more difficult to do spray downs in this game than other ones. And now it's just Edward left. Ooh, gets taken down while jumping. That makes for a good death animation. And Titan takes the lead. All right, Na'Vi just lost whatever advantage that they had, whatever momentum. Titan clawing their way back into it. Keep in mind, this is game number 3. The determining game. Whoever wins this will be the winner of the entire tournament. And it is a very close game. All right, Edward extinguishing the Molotov to allow him to sneak by here. Stands in the nade, checking his angles, taking his time. Thinks there's no one in the house now. Gonna move by and check the statue. Oh, he's just gonna chill here. Wait for players to push. The patience on these guys. Oh, RPK may actually get impatient here. And again, when you're playing against a team like Titan that does get impatient, I think that's the right call. Kenny has got to hold off the whole army here with his op. Let's see if he can pull it off. He's gonna fall back, call the rotate from his teammates, get into the site here. Existence now peeking in. Ooh, pushing down here. This is scary. He's got no one to watch his back. Oh, will flash the player. Now's the time to peek. Doesn't check the right corner. This is a huge opening for Na'Vi right now. 2 players picked. Will be able to push wherever they would like. RPK got to hold off B solo. Does it, and now Kenny S has got, well, he's dead. Now it's RPK. He's got an ace for the win now. 1 versus 5 will go down to Guardian, and Na'Vi ties it up now 12-12. Guardian's got the op. Titan will be able to buy on this round as well. And they have an op. Why is Guardian throwing the op down? Oh, that was to purchase a weapon for his teammate. So they are able to buy everything that they would like. Where is Guardian going? Just playing mid right now. Waiting for them to try to peek. Edward again pushing aggressively here, using the smoke to extinguish it. Oh, there's 2 players close. Kenny S getting boosted up. Will Edward be aware of this? No, and Kenny S takes him down. We saw that same boost strategy used to get some scout kills early on. All right. That's a nice position. T's moving forward at middle. Just have C solo here over at B. 3 players to deal with. He's gonna solo mid. Oh, sorry. Groan. Zeus creeps out here at middle. Should fall back. Look at Titan's spread right now. It's like a straight line. It's like the planets have aligned. Well, they're gonna push over the side here. Guardian watching it. Navi gonna entry. 3 players down here. This is scary. Very tense moment right now in this game. It's all tied up 12-12, 30 seconds left. Now's the time to push into the site. RPK in existence. And he's gonna get a little bit impatient and peek it. Gonna fall for it again. RPK up top. Huge opportunity, but Flamey with the entry. Now 2 players left to try to take him out, but it's just not gonna happen. 2 versus 4 on the retake. A rough round from Titan. They should call the save at this point. Apex gonna watch for exit frags. I think going for exit frags is probably the right call. No, saving those players is the right call. But Apex will go for exits. This is gonna be rough. Who checks this corner? I don't check this corner. So this could work out. So many corners to check on this map. And let him go by, let him go by. Oh, what a failure. Apex, come on now. You can do better than that. He could have actually mowed all 3 of those guys down if he controlled his spray well enough. But instead, really embarrassing. Only taking 1 of them down. I felt like he should have had that. All right. And that, that's what happens with players who are really good at tap shooting. Sometimes they lack a little bit in the spray control area. Whereas you have players who are spray players like Get Right, who they don't go for tap shoots. All they do is just left mouse button is pushed. It's time to kill some people. Yeah, Apex, definitely a tappy player. What should we call him, an aim player? All right, look at this aggressive push up here from the CTs at long A. Maniac might be peeking it here. Now you gotta give some props to, ooh, never mind, picks off Edward. 2 players on the T side picked already. Titan looking to win this on an eco. Really nice job. We've seen a lot of eco wins in this game, in this entire series so far. Look at this close-up, close-range Apex there. May catch Guardian off guard if he tries to peek a little bit out. Has no idea that he's there. Oh, he did see it. Misses the shot, though. This is a big opportunity for Apex. Well, he gets taken down by Seized. Keep in mind these players are saving. 47 seconds left. But again, Navi is rightfully taking it slow here to get the picks and even it up before they decide to push. However, a rotate into bomb site A by Titan is the right call right now. They know that there are all 3 players here, so I'm surprised they haven't rotated just yet. Now rotating their players over. Oh, good pick by Guardian. T's moving into the site. Got a player in the back of the site. May catch Seized off guard here. That is Maniac. And it happens. Maniac kills him. Seized with a jumping shot. Now it's just RPK. 1 versus 1 now against Seized. Seized sitting at 3 frags right now. He's got the AWP. He's got to go for 1 shot. Pushing up close. He knows he's in the site now because of the bomb plant. Flashing over the top. Doesn't hit him. Seized. Waiting for this player to push. This is such a tense moment. Very close game. It all comes down to this 1v1 right now. Sees his head, misses it. He's going to watch the other side. RPK getting on top of the house. Brilliant positioning right now. Catches him off guard. Goes for the no-scope. And that will be a win for Titan. Putting it at 13-13 right now. All tied up. That was Navi's chance to take this game. Excellent positioning. Now, when you hold shift and you do a jump, crouch up to a higher elevation, it does not make a sound. So we saw RPK making very good use of that mechanic. Titan buying up. Navi still has enough money. 13-13 right now, and both teams are buying up on this round. Both teams have the AWP player bought up. And here they go. Is it happening? Is my AWP battle finally happening? Come on, go long A. There you go. Trying to corral them into the right spot to finally happen. Well, they're gonna peek long A. Kenny S has got his work cut out for him here. He's got to shoot 1 shot, hope he gets it, and then fall back as quickly as he can. This could be rough for him. Takes the flash, he shot the shot, he's running back, and like a ninja, throws down the smoke and escapes. That's all he really could have hoped for there. But Navi comes out on top because they took the position. And, well, they just got a pick over here at the Skyfall. All right. Navi has an opening right now. They're waiting for Titan to spread themselves out a little bit here after losing that player. Guardian close range. Apex could get the kill here so easily, but Guardian with the flick shot takes out Apex like it's nothing. Ooh. Flamey tries to do another jumping shot. It's not going to happen. T's moving into bomb site A right now. Kenny S in the back. Gonna be watching it. Edward's sneaking around from behind him. Kenny S will go down. CT's trying to rotate. Seized watching for rotators. Just RPK. RPK has to clutch here once again. Let's see if he can pull it off. It all comes down to RPK. He knows that Seized is behind him. He's gonna try to pick off that player. Alerts before moving into the site, but all those plans are for naught. As Seized picks RPK. All right, 14-3 right now. Navi setting up for a victory. Titan probably going to have to force buy here. There they go. Are they saving? Oh, they are. Oh, my gosh. They are not buying up. They are going for the overtime. I don't see that very often. I don't see a team play like that passively where they look at their money and say, all right, let's let them have 15. Let's let them have match point right now and go for the overtime. Oh, good pre-nade there down the Skyfall, hitting both of these guys. It seemed like they wanted to boost a player up. Now I'm going to be falling back like, nah. They made that noise, too, when they did it. Nah. Okay, yeah, it's going to be peaking with CZ. Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's going to be a rough round here for Titan. He's creeping forward. Could drop down there if he wanted to. Now, really what Titan has to hope for here is for Navi not to check their corners and to try to sneak in little sneaky-beaky spots like we see Apex in here. But Navi is such a cautious team that I don't think that's going to happen. Apex, you better turn to your left. It's not going to happen. We're watching them fall one at a time. 43 seconds left as Navi pushes out into bomb site A, smoking off the rotate, leaving C's to make sure they can't come from behind. And the bomb will get planted very shortly here. What are they waiting for with the bomb plants? It's Zeus. Oh, they're making sure they're checking every little nook and cranny, taking their time, and that'll happen. Don't save. This is the time for heroics. I guess all Titan can hope for here is kill some exiting players, or kill the lurk, which seems like what they're trying to do. Steal a gun for the next round. Like, that would be ideal. Let's see if they can do that. And I don't know why they're just staying inside of B. They do not have anything to save. Navi doesn't even want to hunt them down. There's no reason to. Titan gonna call a pause here to try to figure out what to do. And I think that was just the wrong call here on this pistol round. I think Titan's been making a lot of wrong calls here at the very end, when it really matters. And there's the pause. There is the strategic timeout as Titan thinks about their future. They are in such a bad position now, and I think it all came down to those two bad calls. The first bad call is saving for a match point scenario to try to put it into overtime instead of buying up and just going for it. And then the second bad call was 3 players in save round, and Navi's going to be able to buy in the next round no matter what happens. The right call was, let's kill some players, let's grab some weapons for the next round so that we can buy everything that we want, so that we can get an op on Kenny S, so we can do all this stuff. And they didn't do it. They just saved those pistols. I don't know, Titan. I don't know. All right, we shall resume when they're ready to commence the final few rounds of this game. All right, it is unpausing right now. This is it, the semicircle spawn from Titan. Their last chance here, it is match point. They have to win out. They have to win these 2 rounds in a row here against Navi, who's been playing a really good T side. Look at that, we got 3 bomb plant wins from them on T side. This match started out with what looked like it was gonna be just a Titan win out, winning so many rounds in a row. They were up by a 2-1. Wow, it looks really rough here for Titan. All right. Now we see Navi doing kind of the same thing they did before, except they would put Edward up close. So CT's maybe waiting for that, because they threw the same smoke, they threw the same stuff. All right, now gonna peek at Skyfall, except Edward is not there. Edward is lurking over at A, which tells me that this is, at the start of it, at the conception, is a B take. It's like they're not even worrying about A side at all, and we see Kenny S pushed up here a little bit. But CTs are in a position to deal with this. Oh! Guardian going for the pick there. Not gonna get it. It's gonna be a trade instead. Oh, Guardian dropping down. He's got players on both sides. T's gonna be pushing into B. A good rotate. seized as watching Guardians back. Good kill on Kenny, yes. Now, a 2 versus 4. 3 versus 2. This is it. Match point right now, and it all comes down to existence. 1 versus 3. One more kill, and there it is. That'll be a win from Navi. Thank you, folks, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this best of 3 series. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. What a great matchup against Navi Titan in a grand final. That's some Counter-Strike we don't get to see a lot, so I really enjoyed that. Thank you, folks, very much for watching. I am TheWarOwl, and I still have no closer. So that was basically the coolest kill ever.